It's your girl, Blue Pac, baby. From the boot where the real ones talk slick and walk heavy. She don't do rumors, she do receipts. If you said it, she got it. If you did it, she show it. Truth teller, big stepper. That's Blue Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, truth teller, big stepper. That's Blue Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah. Straight out of Louisiana, she don't duck, no smoke. Call her the queen of receipts, she keeping folks woke. From fake friends to baby daddies getting exposed. If it's messy, she gon' clean it up. Real talk mode. Independent, raw and loud with it. She ain't scared of nothing, she proud with it. So if you coming fake, don't step in her lane. She call names and receipts, gon' explain. Truth black, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Truth teller, big stepper. That's Blue Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, truth teller, big stepper. That's Blue Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, it's Blue Pac, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Yeah, all truth, all gas, no brakes. No brakes.
Yeah, you tuned in to Blue Pac, baby. She don't follow trends, she follow facts. Receipts ready, energy heavy. Let's go.
L-U-P-A-C, baby don't play, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-E-N-T, bring in truth to the streets.
Go. She don't do drama, she drop data. Scroll the page, now or later. You'll see lies get exposed and the fake get froze like refrigerators. Name ring bells like second line. Speak real, no need to lie. She from the south with a strong survive, and snakes don't make it out alive.
L-U-P-A-C, ain't no faking on the screen. Call a judge, call a jury, she deliver with the heat. You won't clap, but she got truth, no sugar in her speech. Independent, bold and real, this Blue Pac, baby, capiche.
They scrolling, she exposing. They trolling, she compose. See, Blue Pac don't just react, she decode what's not disclosed. From screenshots to timelines, receipts in real time. You playing checkers, she playing chess. Every move defined, got that hustle in her bones. No cosign built her own. Views go up when she speak up. This platform here a throne.
L-U-P-A-C, baby don't bend, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-D-E-N-T, bring in truth to the streets. L-U-A-C, baby don't bend. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown. L-U-A-C, baby don't be. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown.
This ain't gossip, this ain't rumors. This is real talk, backed by real proof. Welcome to Blue Pac, baby, where every video got purpose.
Hey y'all, happy Friday. What is up, everybody? Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for being tuned in on this good old Friday, baby. y'all, it was a long work week, but it to me kind of went by a little fast. It wasn't too bad, though. It wasn't too bad. Hold on, y'all. Let me close my room door. Give me a second. My baby's in closet. What is up? What is up? What is up, y'all? Let me see. Let me see who in here. Let's go to the top. I saw y'all. I was trying to do an early live today. I just could not get to it. But I might be able to do an early one tomorrow. If I go live tomorrow, it's gonna be a little early. So we'll see what happens. But I feel like this ain't too late because y'all know our other nightcaps was really late. So what did we at 8:07? So it ain't too bad. We're still around kind of around the same time, child. But anyways, let me see. Hey, sweet queen. Thank you for forever holding on the chat, my love. Shout out to you and all my other beautiful mods in the building. We got Miss Jeanette, we got Miss Donna, we got Miss Tracy, Miss Witty, we got Queen Love Mel, Jaisha, Black Knight, Miss Celine, Miss Renee, Miss Stephanie. Y'all coming in quick, baby. Hot. Okay. Hey, Myla. Hey, Queen Love Mel. Hey, Miss Claire. Who else? Let me see. Becca Cry. We got Anisha. Tell me something good. Bow, bow. You say, hey, I'm ready. Been waiting since last night. Listen. Not last night. I think y'all be expecting me to go live every day, but I ain't gonna lie, I done spoiled y'all with that because I had missed so many days at the beginning of the month. I ain't had no choice but to hit them back to back at the end. So I'm trying to get better with the consistency, y'all. We'll see though. We'll see. Hey, Miss Robin. Hey, Gemini Rising. Miss Alita. Miss Vonda. Who else we got? My bro Terry in the building. Shout out to you for the copyright and fair use per usual. Thank you. Tell me something good for that super chat. You say someone has to protect them from thick hips. He told us he ain't right in the head between the mom, dad, grandpa, and grandma for letting this mess go on. The babies are doomed. Doomed, I tell you, listen. That was so distasteful, y'all. Like, we're going to get into it, but that was so distasteful to me. Like, how, let me finish my intro, then we're gonna bust it up. Then we're gonna bust it up. Hey Latte. Hey Kissy. Hey JB Smooth. Who else is here? Let me see. Solid as a rock. Shout out to you. We got Miss Michelle Spikes. We got Shell in the building. We got Love Me. Who else? Let's see. Miss Renee. Sam So Pressed. We got Healing Heart. Shout out to you, my love. Thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate you. DEI Crenshaw. Miss Portia, Rakita, A New Touch Nail and Beauty Bar. We got Miss Janice Willie. We got Kimmy in the building, Miss Jackie H, Miss Melody. We got, hold on, Kimberly Merrill, Beyond Compare Creation, Miss Rosalind, Miss Jackie Moore, Capricorn 88, Brown Sugar, K Monet. We got Southern Girl in the building, Miss Mina, Miss Patricia, Lakeisha, Miss Beverly, Miss Angela B. Get right with LB. Steph's Tough and Stuff, Miss Audra. We got Brittany Davis in the building, Nene One, Miss Sandra. Who else? Queen Iris. We got Miss Yolanda in the building. Pretty Green Eyes, Miss Ashley. Who else? Let me see. Miss Shari Lynn. Loving my curves. AC in this thing. I'm forever chosen in this thing. Black Knight, I see you. Who else? Let me see, y'all. Let me go down. Hey, Miss Linda in Florida. Hey, Leah. Hey, Miss Tessie, you. Let's see who else. Kira, Nana Karen. Y'all coming in fast. Hey, Miss Brenda, thank you, Audrey, for that super stick. I appreciate you, my love. You say making a mockery of them babies looking old with them filters is diabolical, and them slow buzz people over there talking about it's funny. Like I'm trying to find out what it ain't funny at all. Something is wrong with them, y'all. Like something is wrong with them people. Hey, Miss Coretta. Who else? Hey, Miss Carolyn. Hey, Miss Marlena. Miss Lila, Miss Aaron, my love, Courtney, DJ. Hey, DJ. Thank you, Healing Hearts. Wait, you sent me too. Thank you. I appreciate you. Hey, Demetria. Hey, Brandy. Hey, Miss Diane, Miss Alyssa, Miss Duncan. Come through, y'all. Hey, Shay. Who else? Who else? Miss Dina in the building. Miss Amanda. Miss Donna. Y'all coming in fast. Hey, Latesta. Let's see. Miss Lisa. Who else? Anybody else? Miss Ramona, Healing Hearts again with another super sticker. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Shout out to you, my love. Hey, Miss E. Let's see. Did I get everybody? Show enough in the building, sunshine. Miss Rebecca Cry, Miss Denise, Love Me for Real, Thais in this thing. Erica. Okay, look, we deep, y'all. We are deep, and I'm pretty sure more and more people will come in. Y'all know how it go as time goes by. The live progresses, and we get a full chat. Maybe 500-600 people. That's a normal night for us. Okay, so shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in on this good old Friday. Y'all could be anywhere else, but y'all are in the building with Lou Pop Baby. Okay, if you would like to bless me monetarily, you can cash out me a $sign Lou Pop 2. You can also buy me a coffee. Shout out to all my coffee people out there. Only reason why I give an extra shout out to them, y'all, because I don't have many that supports that support link. So, I like to give them a little special shout out, child. But you can also support the platform by getting a super chat or a super sticker. I do have a little goal set of 15. It ain't much, it ain't mandatory, but it is greatly, greatly appreciated because it contributes to the revenue of this particular live stream. So it's very, very much appreciated. Okay, everything counts, y'all. You can also support the platform by getting a membership. Shout out to my own personal green team. I see y'all day 1, 2s, and 3s. We turning up. It's August. It's court month for the big one. Listen, them receipts finna be dropping like wildflower. I mean wildfire, not flower. Y'all know I'm crazy. Listen, not wildflower. Child, I done butchered the whole word. I'm in fire. Y'all know what I meant though. But them receipts finna be coming through. Okay? Listen. It's gonna get real crazy in August. But anyways, make sure y'all watching them ads for me and make sure y'all hitting that like button, y'all. Y'all was being a little selfish with that like button last night when I had Queen Step on the platform. I delivered y'all a whole gift and y'all still was being stingy with the likes. On a regular night, baby, y'all turning the like button up. Let me find out. Let me find out we had that many bushwhackers in here, that many trolls. Because y'all didn't turn up on that like button till the end of the live, according to my mind. Okay? We got to do better than that. That is free form of support. Y'all got to turn up on the like button. Thank you, Healing Heart. I appreciate you. You girl, listen. I'm at the shake some. Let me find out you want me to twerk. Girl, you better stop. Hey, thank you, Miss Lila, for getting that membership. I appreciate you, my love. Hey, Scorpio Stings. Yes, y'all, hit the like button. Please, please run it up. Run it up. The soul of a woman. Shout out to you. And thank you for that super stick. I appreciate you. Shout out to all my mods. Because y'all don't have to do what y'all do, but y'all do what y'all do. Okay? And we love y'all. And thank you to the ones that sending me cash apps. Who is this? Let's see. I don't want to say no government name. Bianca Pear Creation and Miss Aaron, of course. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all as well. Okay, y'all. So this is just a little, little regular 1-2 dialogue. We're gonna talk about the disgracefulness that's going over there on Janasha's platform, and we also going to review that audio that Dawn dropped. Because we were supposed to do it last night, but we kind of ran over with our interview with Queen Step. So I decided to do it today, y'all. So I don't know how many of y'all seen what Janasha's been doing over there. For the most part, y'all have because I've been keeping y'all updated. But I feel like it's one thing to do the AI and it's another thing to do distorted faces. Like it gives that he's mocking, disabled kids. Like why are you doing that? Why are you doing if the goal? Let me put this on the screen. Let me put this up because this is straight from the horse's mouth, right? So let's put this up just as a reminder to him of what he said, right? Hold on. Let's put this on the screen so we can try to figure out what's going on because I'm confusion. I am confusion. Like, why? This is from him, y'all. He posted this, right? The lady said, I'm confused on why she doesn't want to show their face. She weird for real, for real. So then somebody responds to the lady and says, she is not weird. They are her babies and protecting them from the haters, right? So Johnell proceeds to comment to the lady at the top and says, y'all can stop blaming her for not showing the babies. As a first time father, this is completely my decision and choice. She has none to do with it. Do with as as she has as she has showed her past children before, this is a total different situation. Thanks, right? So he posted this, y'all, a little while back. This ain't recent. This was uh the twins probably was about 2 months when he posted this, a couple months ago. So if that's your sentiments, why are you posting them with distorted faces, with AIs? Like, that's not protecting them from the internet. That's not protecting them from haters, from trolls, none of that. And the fact that he ain't, well, he is a little stupid, but he ain't all the way crazy. He knows what he's doing, y'all. He's doing that for clicks and views and engagement. Because that's what's turning up on Facebook. That's what's clocking the coin on Facebook right now. Not live streams, but posts and stories. So he knows exactly what he's doing. He knows that people are going to be in an uproar in the comments because of it. Because they think it's weird. People are like, well, if y'all not, it's confusion, it's controversy. And they're like, well, if y'all not going to show the babies, if y'all say y'all not showing the babies, then why are you doing this? Why this? Especially when you know these people, once they started getting frustrated, all you see is a bunch of comments surrounding the looks of the babies. Oh, well, they must look like this if y'all not showing them. That's because those people are frustrated. They aggravated. And a lot of them is their supporters. Their supporters doing that. I can't even just chalk it up to trolls because I can see their frustration. Like, it's given that they playing on people's tops. People, it's not that people are just that hard up to see the babies. I don't think that's what it is, y'all. It's a matter of them teasing these supporters. Like, y'all teasing them at this point. Y'all keep posting things and making it seem like these are the real actual babies when y'all know it's not. And then get in the comments saying little things like, oh, that's them. And, no, don't do that. That's deception. And that's not cool. If you ain't going to show them, just don't show them. That's it. But to post them, the AI one, it was, I ain't going to say it wasn't too bad, but, it just, to me, it wasn't a big deal. Even though I still feel like if you ain't going to post them, don't post them. Don't just, nitpick and just constantly keep posting them in AI form. But the one he did last night, I felt like that was very distasteful because you posted your baby with a distorted face. Some people say, oh, that ain't a big deal. Oh, it's funny, because I see a few people in the chat saying, some of their supporters was like, oh, that's, it's funny. No, it's not. It's not funny. That, to me, that's my opinion. And I see a lot of other people agree that it's not funny doing something like that. If you're going to post them in AI, then hey, that's your prerogative, right? But that to me was just very distasteful. And then, not to mention, you thinking you posting a joke, but you actually showing how unfit you are because that baby's shirt was drenched in slob and spit, which causes rash, chafing, all of that. Like, you cannot, child, that's parent 101. Anytime you got a baby, first of all, if you ain't going to put no bib on them, at least make sure that the onesies are dry and clean. Okay? You have to keep changing the onesies, especially if you ain't going to let them rock no bib. I said, Lord, look like he, shut up, Pop. Shut up. He give one. He give one of those parents that will literally leave the baby pamper pissy all day long with clothes that the baby then slobbed all on, then food stains, and like he don't change the baby unless they going outside. That's what he gives to me after seeing that. Because you thought you was making a joke at the expense of y'all baby, but the joke is on you if you ask me, because it show how much of an unfit parent you are, even having that baby on that unsanitized pillow with no pillowcase, full of germs. That's another thing, parenting 101. Anytime you lay your babies freshly new babies on your bed, you're supposed to put down a receiver or a blanket, something as a barrier, because the comforters be full of germs, and then you got child. It was the pillow without the pillowcase for me. If that ain't trashy, I don't know what to tell you. Like that's something that would run me clean out of a mofo house. You ain't got no pillowcases on your pillows, baby. Listen, I can't be up in there. I'm sorry. That's one thing my grandma did not play. Like she did not like that. To me, that tells me a lot about you. That tells me a lot about you. If you will sleep on a pillow with no pillowcase, that tell me a lot. And then to have them babies on it like that, I don't know. Maybe I'm different because I be thinking about germs and all of that. Like, I can't do it. I gotta bring my own cover to the hotel. Like, we can't do that. Claire say thanks. Shout out to Claire for being a member for 2 months. She said that video of the boy in the wet onesie with the creepy filter is diabolical. She looked off that nose power singing in that car on Snapchat. I didn't see that one. I didn't see that video. Shout out to Look at God for getting that membership or renewing it. Thank you, my love. Shout out to Renita for the super chat. You are appreciated. And to everybody that's coming in, y'all, collective hate to everybody. Y'all, please hit the like button for me. He put ski mask on a baby. I seen that. I'm about to pull that up too, y'all. He just doing too much. But he knows what he's doing. He knows it. And the thing is, like I always say, people gonna disagree with it, right? But it's still engagement. Whether they're saying, "Hey, this is disgraceful" in the comments, or they saying, "Hey, this is funny," it's still engagement. So the only way for it to stop is to stop commenting, which we know people are not going to do because they have to comment. Like that's just a thing on Facebook, baby. They have to comment. Whether they dislike it or they agree with it, they gonna put a comment. And that's why he's not going to stop doing it, because he has been getting a lot of engagement on the AI filter posts and stuff like that. He has been getting a lot of engagement because he knows that it's a lot of controversy surrounding those babies. But the thing is, if you know, and this is my thing, this is why I feel like, and this is the purpose of this live, y'all. I should have added that in the caption, because if y'all remember, hold on, let me pull this up. Hold up, y'all. Give me a second. Because I gotta, let me see, where did I put it? Hold up, this the one right here. Gotta send it to my email. I had to go in my video and find this child. And then I couldn't find the video I was looking for. I was trying to find the video that Laonya did where she was saying he using the babies for clout. So my thing is, he's still doing it. So what makes it any different now than when you was mad and you put it out there? He's still using them for clout. So the only difference from now and then is the fact that y'all in a relationship. So it's okay for him to use them for clout when y'all together, but it's not okay when y'all separate. Okay, we got it. We got it. That was her words, y'all. Let me put it up. Hold up. Her words, because I just don't get it. Like, he doing the exact same thing he was doing before you got pregnant. And I wouldn't be surprised if she don't come out later on and let the world know, how much of a non-helpful partner he actually is. Because y'all know she has a habit of doing that. She'll praise him like crazy on social media. And then the minute they get into a little tiff or they have a little breakup, that's when we find out how much of a ain't-ish ninja he really is, child. Let's see. Oh, this another one. Hold up. Forgot about this one. I forgot about this one. Hold on, y'all. Because I hadn't even cropped them or nothing. So I got to send them to my email. And then we're going to go on his page and we're going to get into that audio. Because there's some things I want to talk about in that audio that's doing posted. Okay, listen. We got to talk about it. Let me see. I'm going to need this one later. So I'm going to need this one when I pull up that audio too. So I'm going to just send this one now so I don't forget. Hold on, y'all. Give me a little second. Okay, is that it? All right. All right, let me see. Let me pull up the other one. But yeah, he posted this a couple months ago when around the time the babies was, fairly new, fresh or whatever. So if that's your sentiment, if you choose it, and it's peep how he always separating the twins from all of her kids. Like he say, as she has showed her past children before, this is a total different situation. He gonna find a way to separate them, baby. He's going to find a way, which his actions show us everything we need to know. Anyway, all right, let's pull up this because it's given the exact same thing in my opinion. What has changed? You know? Oh, shoot, hold on. What has? Oh, I did not want to do that. Hold on, y'all. I'm clicking on the wrong stuff. Okay, open. All right, let's pull this one up. Pick up, girl. Okay, who is big? Look how big it came out. That's because I dropped it. Let me see. Nikita say he's talking crap because they saying they keeping them things off the internet, yet displaying them every day in cartoon. If they want to keep them off, they will. Exactly. That's my thing. Like, if y'all saying y'all keeping them off the internet to protect them, I love you too, Miss Angelique. Then why are y'all posting them every day? Now, well, not her. She's not doing it. She'll post a little video here and there, without showing them, but he doing it every day. And it's giving this right here, what's on the screen. Y'all remember when she went on her little rant about him because he was constantly posting on his page, napping for twins, cooking, eating for twins, and all of those different things, right? So she took offense to that because they was beefed out at the time. And she was like, well, you keep saying you doing all these things. You would think you was talking about me, but you not. It's giving fraud. I should have found the other one too where she actually said that. She was like, it's giving fraud because you're not even doing none of that. You pretending. And I think he's still pretending. To be honest, that little video he posted where he was fixing a bottle did not fool me. If anything, it was giving, he's starting to seek more and more validation from social media. Just like her, he about to turn into king validation with his queen validation over there. Because it went from, oh, I don't even do this. Brianna set all of this up for me. I don't do none of this. I could care less about making $1 on social media. To this. Every day you put, here's the voice change for me. Every day you posting something different with those babies. Either cartoon AI or cartoon. Well, it didn't graduate and now it was cartoon, now it's all AI, and now it's distortion. Make it make sense. So she had posted, I pray you get help because my babies will not be affected. You no longer have the power to hurt me anymore. Knowing I'm a high risk pregnancy and you just don't give a F. But making posts on Facebook 24/7, twins this, twins that. You don't give a F about my babies. You using them for clout and money. Without the mention of me or my kids, your page dry yourself. And it still applies. Y'all know the saying, if it don't apply, let it fly. Baby, it apply 100%. Okay? It applies. Because what we doing, Queen Step Voice? What are we doing? He doing it. He doing the exact. And this is why you keep your business off the internet, because all of the stuff she posted in the past is still relative and it's coming back because it's relative to what's going on now. It's the same actions. It's starting to give a pattern. Starting to give a pattern, y'all. Like, what is he doing? And I just, that last post was so distasteful to me. Like, why would you post your baby like that? At least change the onesie. Where was she at? Where was she at? Now I get it. These men don't, of course, men don't ain't gonna say, well, I ain't gonna say all of them because it ain't all men. some men are very attentive when it comes to their babies, right? So it ain't all. But the fact that you had that baby drenched, that onesie was drenched to where you can tell he had been like that for a while and nothing told him to change the baby clothes. Like, come on now. But you worrying about posting a distorted video for what? Who you want people to laugh at your baby? Because they saying it's funny, right? So funny is funny to me, whether it's a harmless funny or a funny funny. Funny is funny. So you posted something for people to make fun of your baby. Am I wrong or am I right, y'all? When he posted that with the intentions for it to be funny, right? So with funny comes jokes, insults, laughter, and it's a lot of people, mature people, who didn't think that was funny. Because if the goal is to protect the babies and not post their actual faces, why are we doing this? Like make it make sense. It's not giving what they wanted to give. That's what they said the goal was. If I'm not mistaken, I heard Laonia say on multiple occasions that the goal is to protect the babies because the babies are being bullied on social media, right? So it's giving y'all a puppet master bully, right? Because y'all the ones posting y'all cheering. Even if they're not in cartoon form. I mean, even if they are in cartoon form or AI form, y'all still posting them. Giving people, strangers, trolls, supporters something to talk about. Y'all still doing it. So what y'all initially had in mind is not giving it. It's starting to give that we'll do anything for a coin at this point. I just don't understand the mind. I don't understand it's giving too much controversy to me. I don't understand the mind frame at the time. Like, why would he think that was funny or cute? Like, you want your baby to be the butt of the joke? You know how you, and the fact that he knows how some of these people are really immature, right? And they will go there. They will go to hell when it comes to kids also. So he knows this, which is why he said he did not want to post his kids because he's trying his heart is to protect them as long as he can from this cruel world. But you gonna give them something to talk about. You gonna give them something to it is no way he really thought that through, like, oh, I'm gonna post this and it's gonna be harmless and ain't nobody gonna say nothing out the way. Like, is you cool? I don't get it. Uh, Thank you, Toya. You said, happy Friday. I love listening to your content. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you. Thank you for that cash app blessing. I don't get it, y'all. Like that just wasn't cool to me. But it's giving exactly what she said. Speak up now. You had an issue with it when y'all was beefed out, when y'all was going through one of y'all little breakup episodes. So why not have an issue with it now? Because even she said, and it's given that she shares the same sentiments with him as far as protecting them from the internet, right? Because it's plenty of times she didn't went live and people will be in the comments saying, why aren't you showing the babies? They must look funny. And she'll be like, that's exactly why I'm not showing them because y'all already talking about. Well, if that's the case, why is he doing this? And this brings me to my next presentation. Let's pull this down. Hold up. Hold up. Let's pull this up, y'all. Because what I just said, this is going to validate. Yep. This is going to validate it, right? So she posted this a while back, and not to mention, she posted this during one of her rants, but she also posted this in the comments in her comment section one day when he was posting stuff on social media. She was replying to somebody, basically saying he always throwing stuff on social media that makes me look crazy, and I have to try to clean it up. I should have found that one too, but I don't feel like finding it. But she posted calling me out my name, making me feel less than, constantly throwing things on the internet for people to troll me and laugh about it and say you just playing is nasty work. So what he fails to realize is that him doing stuff like that, posting the one of the twins with a distorted face, is also at her expense. That's her baby too. That's her baby too. So, hold on, y'all. Let me tell my baby come warm my coffee. I don't even. Um, I don't get it. I just don't get it. But in my opinion, this is equivalent to what she said right here. Posting, throwing things on on the internet for people to troll her. But now it's at the expense of y'all baby. I would much rather him post his face distorted than to post the baby. And I'm gonna show y'all why I say that. Let's get to his comments. Let's get to his comments, y'all. Shall we? Let's see the outcome. Hold up. What is that? I am weak. Okay, hold on. All right, let me pull this down and let's get to his comments. Okay. I have Facebook open. Yep, it's already on his page. Let's go back to the front. This dude is an idiot. I don't know how she deal with that. Now don't get me wrong. Everybody wants somebody that they can laugh with. You know, you don't want a person that's always serious all the time, right? You want somebody that you can have, joke with and clown with. But when it's time to be serious and you also want a mature adult. And you know what keep replaying in my head when Lala said he's childish. Or when she texted Dawn and told Dawn how he was in there fussing with Lala because Lala said he picked boogers and eat them. And he got so mad he was up in there fussing with that child. Talking about, well, if she'll lie about that, she'll lie about anything. Well, technically, it wasn't a complete lie because according to the mama, you do pick boogers and pluck them. Now, I don't know if I eat them, but I say eat them too because if you go as far as to pick them, pluck them, put them on the walls and put them on people's arms, what's stopping you from putting it on your lip? Ew, ew. A grown man plucking boogers. Like, y'all remember? Y'all remember when he went live and she was at his house? Y'all remember he went live that day and I had it on one of my thumbnails, if I'm not mistaken. This fool was digging like he went, and then the crazy part, he was in the ice box and cooking. That's when he was cooking them wings on the grill for them. Somebody who I know to play with they boogers couldn't touch none of my food. None of it. This fool was on live stream, y'all. Live stream. The fact that he thought he can get away with that and not one person was gonna catch it is diabolical. Like he went straight into that nostril and started doing the look around like to see if somebody seen. Yeah, everybody on your live stream, fool. I forgot what I was pulling up. Hold on. Everybody on the live stream seeing you pluck that booger out your nose. That is so nasty for a grown man. Ew. Ew. Okay. All right. So we on his page. Let's see. Can y'all see? Yeah. Yeah. Wait, where's my okay, let me go back here. So did it have music, y'all? I can't remember if it had music to it. Hold on a minute. Thank you. You're not getting them. I already told you not getting my glasses. Oh, we ain't even on home. Oh, I did not want to do that. Hold on, y'all. I don't need y'all. I don't need everybody in my business now. Hold on. Hold on. I accidentally clicked off his page. Let me see. Oh shoot. Okay. Let me pull him back up. Let me pull him back up. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So, of course, y'all seen this one, right? Where he posted, we got 422 in the building, y'all. Please tell me the likes is liking and not lacking. Make sure y'all supporting my super chat goal if y'all can. Show your girl some love, okay, on this good old Friday. Show me some love. But make sure y'all hitting that like button, though. Make sure it ain't lacking. All right, let's see. So he posted this. Say good morning to the twins. Now, are they running in your house? Ski masked up, laugh out loud, just kidding. Hashtag joke. Hashtag comedian life. Hashtag laugh out loud. One, you're not a comedian. That's one. Eh, This is a plum fool. He is a he is a plum fool, y'all. I'm sorry. Let's see what the comments talking about. This the one though, but let's go to the comments under just the ski mask one first. Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? Hello, hello. Can y'all hear me now? What is going on with my sound? Can y'all hear me now? Hello, hello. Can y'all hear me now? What is going on with my? Is it echoing? Is it a? Can y'all hear me now? Hello, hello. Can y'all hear me now? What is going on with my? Is it echoing? Is it a? Can y'all hear me now? Hello, hello. Can y'all hear me now? Oh Lord, it's tripping, y'all. Hold on, let me go out and come back. Is it a? Can y'all hear me now? Hello, hello. Can y'all hear me now? Oh Lord. Okay, I'm back. Is it better now, y'all? I don't know what just happened. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Put some ones in the chat because I see some yeses, but that was from when I first got out. But put some ones in the chat if y'all could hear me. If it's an echo, let me know if it's an echo. I was wondering why people started leaving out the chat. I'm like, what is going on? And y'all, I didn't do anything. I didn't touch nothing, none of that. So I don't know why. And then my thing started like it was like delayed. Like it started when I was saying, "Can y'all hear me now?" It started saying it over and over. I don't know what the hell happened. Like that was so weird. Okay, let me. I had came in the chat to tell y'all. I seen y'all saying it was no sound, but I don't know why it did that. That is crazy. Okay, so it's good, y'all. Okay, I was like, what is going on? So trust me, I started talking a little bit, but it wasn't too long. But then I seen a good bit of people had left out the chat. I was like, where did they go? Like, what's going on? That's when I noticed. So I'm like, my chat don't never start leaving out for no reason, child. Thank you to the ones who sent me those super chats. I can't even get some. Wait, here it goes. Thank you, Show Enough, and somebody else, Healing Heart. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Okay, let me go down. Let's get back to where we was. I don't know what happened, y'all. I thought that was you saying it over and over. That was so funny. No, it was it was like an echo. I started laughing too. I was like, what the hell going on? Like, why is it, repeating over and over? It was my sound bar doing that. So I don't know why it did that, y'all. Like it just started tripping for no reason. Thank you, Healing Hearts again. Girl, you cutting up. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You showed me a lot of love today. I really, really appreciate you. Okay, let's pull let me pull it back up. Let's get back to the nostrils. I had to go out, turn my mixer off and all of that and come back in. Hopefully we can get our crowd back because we lost about 100 people just that fast, child. Okay, let's see. All right. So we back to where we at, y'all. If you do it again, make sure y'all let me know. I see y'all. I'm paying attention to the chat for the most part. So I'll see if somebody says something. Nene said I restarted my phone. I thought it was my phone. No, I don't know what it was. It could be the weather too. The weather be making my equipment trip also. We be having some bad weather, y'all. It's thundering right now. Cock, I have to give due. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see. Hold on, y'all. So this lady said you could tell. Oh, I didn't want to click on them. You could tell by the eyes they ain't too cute. So of course, some people started, siding with her, and then some people was like, "Why would you say that in so many words?" Like, oh, somebody said he not cute and she had surgeries, and then somebody says, "Ditto, the finger you point at me, three back at you. Are you cool, ho?" So that was that. And then let's go to another one. Um, Somebody said this is why they won't reveal their baby's true identity. Negativity and hate have taken over the world. Have a blessed day. Well, if that's the case, right? Why are they still posting? Why is she still posting her other children? So to me, it's not really giving what they wanted to give, because if we know, right, if this girl created a whole GoFundMe telling people that her kids were being bullied by us, knowing we are not bullying them cheering. Then to say bullying them cheering for over 2 years is diabolical. Ain't nobody bullying no cheering, at least not on this side. So to say that, push that narrative just to get some money out of people is crazy. God don't bless no mess, and that's why she going through what she going through. You collected all that money from those people, well over 13. Shout out to Upper, because I heard Upper on her live earlier, when she reviewed my interview with Queen Steph last night, and she was talking about it, about the GoFundMe. And this is what I mean by when you don't have to do nothing to make people get their karma quicker, right? You don't have to do nothing. At the end of the day, if it's for you, it's for you. And she's definitely going through her karma. These people sent her just the GoFundMe was over 13,000. That's not counting the three live streams that she did on YouTube collecting super chats, where people were saying use it for your lawyer fees. And she was like, cool, my lawyer 3,800. Now I will give her that, because I'm not gonna lie on her. She paid the 3,800 for her divorce attorney, the very same attorney who handled her divorce, Brittany Dixon. She paid her 3,800 to handle the stuff with RH, the custody stuff, the contempt. Nothing about no blogger. She ain't had no lawyer for Queen Step. None of that. So if that's what you said that GoFundMe was solely for, she said legal fees to go up against bloggers, to handle each matter individually. She was getting multiple attorneys. That's what she put on that GoFundMe. If you look at it, it's still there, right? Just for her to get one attorney, and that attorney, the only attorney, is for her contempt and custody situation. That's crazy. But like I said, that's why God don't bless no mess, and that's why she's going through what she's going through currently. She's getting hit with legal situation after legal situation after legal situation, and she's gonna have to handle them pro se outside of the one with RH. And then I hope she saves some of that money, because you never know what's gonna happen with the situation with RH. They might have to go again, because you never know when it's involving custody situations. You never know. It ain't always no one and done. So she's going to end up having to pay more money. And I wouldn't be surprised if them supporters ain't giving it up like that this time, because you collected over 13K, ma'am. And that's not counting when they were saying don't send it to the GoFundMe no more, send it to her Cash App. So I can only imagine what she collected there. Then right around that time, she went on 2 trips back to back, no telling what she had to pay. That's crazy to me. And at the end of the day, right? She got the GoFundMe, but at least if you gonna get money from your supporters, use it for what it's intended for. Because if you don't, that's deception. That's deception. And then let's not even get into the Dr. Jill situation. Let's not even get into that, because of the book situation. She put that book up there also to manipulate and gaslight the people and make them think that, hey, I'm going on these trips, but this is how I'm doing it, paying in full. Knowing the whole time you done stole somebody's copywritten material. Child. Make it make sense. Thank you, Healing Hearts, again. I appreciate you, my love. Okay, let's go down. Healing Hearts gonna clear out my whole goal. Thank you, my booski. So let's get back to this, y'all. I had a little rant. It's cool though, just a little 1-2 rant, but I don't like that. I don't like when people deceive people like that. Like, that's not cool. and you wonder why you going through what you're going through, and you can put on this front on social media and make it seem like you ain't going through nothing, you getting all these blessings, but you are definitely going through your karma. When you realize what you lost, yes, you're still supposed to count your blessings and thank God that you still in a stable situation where you ain't too bad off, but you, child, ain't no way the blind can see that you didn't had a downfall. Okay, that's all a part of karma. Even her still being with Johnell is a part of karma. When you know a relationship is toxic and no good for you, and you can't get away from it, that's a karmic relationship. Karmic, especially when you praying to God, according to her in her little Bible rant, when she's saying, "Oh, it's time to reveal, remove, and all of these different things," and you the main one, you can't get away. You telling God to reveal, remove. It's a eviction time, and the one that needs to be evicted is the one that's still in your life. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. How are we giving advice and preaching to the choir, telling people to remove these bad forces and toxic beings and all of that out of their life, bad friendships and relationships, when you still hanging on to the man you came on social media and said wasn't a bruiser? You said he was a complete devil. You said he has a demonic side, all of that. So what makes it any different now? Did the demon leave without us knowing? The demon was it an exorcism done? And we just wasn't in on it? Because she said that, y'all, verbatim. When I was listening back to my video, I was trying to find a certain clip. I couldn't find it in my receipts. I heard a clip of her talking, and that's when she was doing her, when a woman's fed up, she said that he has a demon in him. That's what, let me see. Hold on. I hope I screen recorded it. Thank you again, Healing Hearts. I appreciate you, my love. She said that man got a demon in him. Hold on. Let me see if I didn't record it, y'all. I should have if I didn't. But she said that. Let's see. Let's see which one it is. Oh, and y'all, I found that clip too. Y'all was asking me for the one where when she first had the babies, and the nurse was saying something about 3 babies. I found that clip, but I'll play it on the next live because I need to upload it. I have to upload it so I could make the sound louder. Let me see. My child's so loud on that game.
Yeah, people gonna talk no matter what. People was already talking. People was in the comments lying, saying, "Oh, they not together, not together, not together."
Okay, that's not the one. Hold on, y'all. Dang, I must have never screen recorded it. Wait. Video. Nope, I didn't screen record it. Dang. I'm gonna have to go back and try to find it. But because I remember which video is in, so I'm gonna have to go back and find it, y'all. Thank you, Nene. I appreciate you, my love. You say not hearing. Y'all can't hear me again? Here's a drunk. Can y'all hear me? I see Nikita say not hearing. It doesn't matter, Healing Hearts. That's up to you, babe. Can y'all hear me? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. A few people, just a few. Before I keep going. Oh, y'all can? Okay. She kind of threw me off when she said not hearing. I was like, oh, Lord, do we have a sound issue again? But y'all, while I was looking for that clip, I forgot about this. So this was sent to me about 2 days ago. Y'all remember when Laonya, Janash was and the kids, her daddy, and they went on her birthday trip back in June. Y'all remember that trip, right? And her oldest brother was there, the one they call Big Joe. He was the one that was recording. Remember, he recorded and showed the babies in the bed. Well, he has a podcast on YouTube. He did a video 2 days ago. Listen, somebody sent me this and I forgot about it. I was supposed to play it for y'all. But he did a podcast. He did a live stream maybe 2 or 3 days ago, right? Very much recent, 2 or 3 days ago. And this is one of the things he said. Let me play it for y'all.
You got like 15. No, I ain't gonna mess with you. This ain't the episode. I'm not gonna mess with you. If you got a whole bunch of kids and a whole bunch of baby daddies, then you need to go to counseling. But all right. I'm leave you alone. Leave you alone. Let's move on.
I was like, why would he say that? I forgot what the live is about, y'all. But I think the live has something to do with baby daddies and child support, right? So we might have to react to his live stream one day. But he just did this live like maybe 3 days ago, I think. And it's about child support and, family dynamics, bunch of baby daddies or whatever. But I said, "Ooh, is he throwing that at his sister? Like, why would he say that? Like, you need to get some help. You got a bunch of kids and a bunch of baby daddies." And not her brother saying it. All right, let me pull this back. Wait, no, it's still up. Hold on, y'all. But I'm going to have to find that other clip because I wanted to let y'all hear it. Dang, I'm so mad. I should have recorded it. I thought I did, but apparently I didn't. That's because I was looking for something specific. Okay, so let me go back to reading some of these comments and then we're gonna get into the audio with Dawn. So let's see, let me go up a little bit. I can't believe grown adults are pressed about some babies and some filters on a picture. Lord, like he said, laugh out loud. Laughter is good for the soul. It ain't that deep. Technically it kind of is. Like, why would you want to do that to your baby? People are already assuming that something is wrong just by them not wanting to show because she still show all her other kids. So why would you do that? Why would you give people a reason to talk, like just drawing in negativity towards your kids? Why? That's the question. I just don't get it. So this lady say, don't talk these things into existence. The worst two parents, but y'all keep sending them money and gifts. Not somebody said this is so weird to me. Like, seriously, anything for likes, views, period. No. And that just shows you that everybody don't think it's funny. Everybody ain't thinking this is funny. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so yeah, go ahead. Um, my bad, though. Let me see. She looks like daddy and he looks like mommy. Absolutely beautiful. You keep those people looking stupid over there. Good morning, Giants. Who is you see? That's another thing I don't like, y'all. Anytime he posts something like that, is always a couple boo boo the fools in the comments talking about like making it seem like he's doing something to us or he doing it for us. We don't care. It's your it ain't not one blogger in his comments. Of course, we're gonna talk about his actions. We're gonna do content on it, but they make it seem like he's doing that for us. No, he's doing that for himself because he gets paid off of Facebook. I guarantee if he wasn't getting paid, I don't think he would be doing that. I don't think y'all don't remember his own baby mama. LaOnya was the one who said Facebook is the only platform he's monetized on. Make it make sense. Go look on his Instagram and see if he posted that. He ain't doing that for us. He doing that for himself. He making y'all look crazy because most of the bloggers didn't already seen the baby. Okay? Okay? These people crazy. I can't stand when they say that. Like, no, it's not that serious, baby. Of course we're gonna do content. That's our job. That's how we make our coin, giving reaction. Okay? But yeah, he's playing y'all in them comments. To the ones that be saying that foolishness. He's playing y'all. And y'all falling for it every single time. Comment. So, somebody said he working up another car, and her dumb ass gonna get him one by any means necessary. Somebody say tiny thieves in training. Y'all doing too much. Like, come on, this is ridiculous. The babies are not toy babies. Let me go down. You're wrong for this. What is he trying to hide? Somebody say, what a funny way to start the day. Coming to get my grandbabies. What in the world? Let's see. They gonna get you when they get older. Seeing this, see, that's what I be thinking about. I'm proactive. Like, I think about the future. I think about the long lasting effects that things could have. I think about my kids. This is why I don't crash out on social media, because it affects your children. If you want to clown somebody, clown your own goddamn self. Don't clown them babies. Clown your own. You already look the fool. Your baby mama already made you look even more the fool. Clown yourself. Post yourself distorted like you normally do. Don't do that to them, Sharon. Don't do that. That ain't cool. And the ones condoning it, Lord, this is retarded. This is crazy. Thank you, Miss Spells, for renewing your membership, my love. That's not cool. Okay. What are you really hiding? Let me see. He gonna show them on their first birthday for gifts? I don't think so. He did say he was gonna. Somebody said they doing it for clicks, likes, and views, and money. I still got that screenshot. And then La Onya replied and say, I don't ask for And then he said, I no, the person said they're gonna be asking for first birthday gifts. And then La Onya said, I don't ask nobody for And then he replied and said, I sure will. We know your broke bum yourself gonna do it. Boy, you working on that money for a new car, ain't you? Y'all, this the same ninja who didn't even want them. Ooh, I wasn't expecting that one, child. I wasn't expecting that one. So somebody said, sad. Why would you put masks on those babies' face? Just keep them off social media. Not funny at all. About coming up someone's house, no matter how young they are. Watch what comes out your mouth. Both parents have some mental illness. Listen, that's what it's given. I'm sorry. Yes, I said it. It's stupid how people would do anything for money. I pray and hope our Heavenly Father watch over those babies. Showing a great lack of intelligence or common sense will lead to problems in the future. Bingo. Clock, clock. That's exactly what I mean. You have to realize and think about the long lasting effects of your actions on social media, as if everything that the mama done put on social media thus far ain't enough. He gonna clown his own baby. Think about it, y'all. This ain't like a situation where, oh, I made a mistake. I can learn from it and move forward. Dude, y'all brand is already attached to toxicity and negativity. Why would you want to keep moving in that energy? You know the type of comments that's going to come from posting that. Why? Why would you want that to surround your babies, innocent little beautiful babies? Why would you want that to surround them? Why would you even want to post your baby with a distorted face as if it's a disabled child? Because that's what people are thinking. That's what they looking at. Ooh, people just don't get it, child. They can't breathe. Wow, it's a filter to the ones in the back. It ain't actual mask. He posts a filter. And y'all notice how he think he's slick too. Notice how he posts them in black and white because he don't really want people to see, because that's really them. He just put a Snapchat filter over them so the face wouldn't show. The mask are actual Snapchat filters. So this ain't no AI right here. But he put it in black and white because he didn't even want people to see their actual skin color. He really trying to keep them covered, but you ain't protecting them for real. Protecting them is keeping them off of social media entirely. Because as long as you posting them in AI and cartoon and distortion, people are going to talk about them. And that's what you want to bring to them. That's the legacy you want. Like you want them because as long as he's doing it, y'all, people gonna keep talking. So if the goal is to not draw attention to them, to protect them, then you ain't doing a very good job at it, sir. First time dad, you know. Like you said, this is a totally different situation from her past children. You ain't doing a very good job. And since she ain't gonna say nothing to you, we will. Okay. We're gonna let you know. If you're gonna protect them babies, them innocent little babies who didn't ask for y'all to be their parents, do it the right way. Do it the right way. So I would ignorant, just ignorant, y'all. I would not want him to be my daddy. I know some of them children be wishing they could pick their parents when they get older. Ooh, Lord, making a mockery of their baby. And it's enough, like I say, showing how unfit he is. It's enough you allowed you more worried about the camera. Y'all. This is why I say my family don't play this. My mama is old school. If I was if my baby's sitting there, both babies, right, hollering to the top of their lungs, waiting to be fed, and he worried about the camera. He looking in the camera. Facebook actor, lemon pepper stepper, because it ain't no big stepper like she said before. Y'all remember when she tried to get, he's a real actor, not Facebook acting. He's a big stepper, IMDb status. That was her word. Now look at her. Can't get enough of. That's why I used to call him LaTrue Jr. Okay? Because I knew it was coming. He can't get enough at this point. That's how you know that acting bag ain't bagging like he wanted to bag. Because if it was, he wouldn't have this much time to post this foolishness on social media. Thank you, HJ, my love. I appreciate you. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for showing my little goals some love. Y'all hope the likes is liking. Mods update me on the like button. Let's see if they showing me some love with their like button. Some fool, y'all. But I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. See, he used to could brag about Wu-Tang, but that ship has long sailed. Ain't no more bragging. Ain't nobody tuning into that. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Wu-Tang, the show Wu-Tang was pressure. I love that show. And I didn't even finish season 3, but it was so good. And that ain't even credit to you, Johnell, because you didn't write the show, okay? Matter of fact, I didn't even know who he was until she started dating him and started promoting the show and saying who he was. Nobody knew who he was because he didn't have a social media presence. He had 100-something followers, maybe a little more on Facebook when she first got with him. So nobody knew who he was. That's why she would promote that show. That's why when she got mad, she was like, Hulu owe me a check. Listen, Linda. But Wu-Tang was good. It was a good show, but it's over now. What are we doing? Now we Facebook acting the very same thing they clown LaTruth about. He can't get enough of it. He's trying to get in his Facebook bag now at the expense of his children because he know he can't do it himself like his baby mama said. If it wouldn't be for her and her kids, that Facebook page would be dry as hell. That's her word. I just showed y'all the post. Just because she said it months ago don't mean it ain't relative to what's going on now because it very much is. Because if you look at the difference in the numbers on his other posts with him trying to sell that body butter opposed to his engagement with the twins, yeah, it ain't giving, baby. It's not giving. So now if you're gonna use your babies, use them for something positive. Don't do that to them. Don't do that to them. And change that baby onesie before he have a rash under his little neck and be chafed because you got him drenched, a onesie drenched in spit because that's what babies do. They slob, especially if they don't have a bib on. Change that baby onesie before you record him and put him on a video when you know that y'all surrounded by negativity. That's not a good look. Thank you, Miss Deb. Great customer. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you. Like these people are crazy. This girl is already getting a lot of flack. People already calling her an unfit parent, and here he goes. And the first thing is, it's unfortunate that the mothers do get the blame, but it is what it is. It's unfortunate that he posted the baby like that, and people asking where she at. But that's how the game goes. It's cold, but it's fair because that's her cheering. So whatever he do is gonna be a reflection on her. It's gonna be a reflection on her because with him being a first time dad, it's her job to teach him, to grandfather him in. You chose him as your baby daddy. He didn't have no kids prior, and it ain't like he can get experience with her kids because her kid was older, right? No changing pampers, no none of that. But it's in that situation, that was common knowledge. Like change your baby onesie before you put him on camera with his onesie dream. And a lot of people were saying that in the comments. Then you got him on that pillow with no pillowcase. It's enough. You still got that sofa in there, that blue section. Ooh, y'all already know what happened with that. All right, so let me see. Those are AI babies. No, that's real babies this time, y'all. That's why he got that black and white filter on. He don't even want y'all to see the skin color, baby. Look, look, this lady post her twins. Sad baby, they so cute too. Talking about good morning twins. She posts hers in the comments. Let me see. Let me see. I figure if she show her twins more, they'll show the twins. Wait, I figure if she show her kids more, they'll show the twins. The oldest girl got dressed while Brianna keep bohemian in her head. The little girl only get her hair done when she with Rob. And the two boys rarely have haircuts. Priorities effed up now. Johnell need a brand new car and Bree can't afford it. But their real supporters know what's no wait, hold on. Know what's going on. As she say, a pure show. He won't be with her for long trust. Dang, he just clocked her real quickly. Somebody said, I like your whole comment. Wow. Um, so this person said, and you forgot they've been going through a lot. That's why she started posting those motivational speeches. She didn't want to make herself look stupid and tell us directly because he was out there acting childish. We all know he ended up getting in a car accident just to get back into the house and get some type of attention and views. Girl, they're full of it and everyone knows what's going on. It's pure hell around there. Let's see. You are one immature person I have ever seen, and you think this is cute. I would have been cursed you out and left you alone. 3 babies grow up. Somebody say this is the cutest thing I've seen all day. And it, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Shaking my head, all because y'all don't want to show them babies. Take that mess off their faces. And y'all, this is why I say you can tell that by these comments, this is their supporters. These ain't, if you look at the profile pictures, these are older women, older mature women that are literally just commenting. It ain't no troll. You can look like with trolls, 9 times out of 10 is going to be a fake page. These are real profiles. I'm looking at it. That's their actual supporters. Most of Laonia's supporters are elderly women, y'all, that literally subscribe to his page because of her. That ain't his supporters, that's her supporters. So it ain't trolls that's saying this. The people keep saying, "Oh, you know how to, you know what to do to get them riled up over there." Ain't no over there. That's we don't go in his comments or her comments. We keep our ish on YouTube. That's they supporters that's putting that stuff in the comments because they don't agree with what they're doing. And it's real unfortunate that with this generation, people automatically assume that when somebody don't agree with you, or like if it's a difference of opinion, it gotta be hate, or it gotta be it's a troll. No, they just don't agree with you. They ain't been, most of them not even being disrespectful. They just saying they don't agree with the foolishness. Period. Thank you, Healing Hearts, my love. I appreciate you. Baby, you cutting up. You could have hit me with one whop. Pop. Let me just hit her with one whop. But I'm appreciative because it's going to the same place, okay? Thank you so, so much. You've been cutting up with them super chats. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna read a few more, y'all, then we're gonna get to Dawn's audio. Why hiding their faces? I don't get it and still want the world to see. It's like you doing this to get a reaction to get paid. I get it. That's exactly what he's doing. That's exactly what he's doing. Bree already told us Facebook is his only paying platform. So that's why he only posts certain things on Facebook. And and she said, and he keep his other pages professional. You would think he would keep the one where he getting paid professional. He weird as hell. Yep, wants clout. He a broke ass. Oop, I didn't want to say that, y'all. ASSB actor needing Facebook money. Fact, sorry, ASS movies. I haven't watched in a while. Are they afraid to show them or something? They act like it. Put cartoons and all kinds of unnecessary children's crap up. They are not big time celebrities, so I don't get it. I was wondering, that is weird. Maybe they look a lot like him. Y'all. You know what's crazy? Is the fact that that's the first assumption. Thank you, Healing Hearts, Pop You Grounded. Thank you, my love. That the crazy part is that's always the first assumption that people go to. If 100 people saying you ugly, and I'm talking about Johnell, because I would never say that about no baby. Okay? Don't get it twisted. Pac don't do the babies. All babies beautiful to me. I don't care what they look like. Because God made them that way. So if you mocking a baby, you mocking God's word. That's how you know a lot of these people don't believe in God for real. But the fact that everybody goes to that whenever they wondering why he not showing them or she not showing them, the first thing they say is, "Oh, they must look like him." And so when they say that, I'm like, they basically saying that he's ugly but the thing is, she didn't say it before. She said when she was going off on him, she said, it's giving you knew you was ugly because you thought, because you got me. You said, let me go in other females' DMs to see if I could pull another bag, another one. The fact that she would clown his looks when she mad, but you went back to him is crazy. You still and not only did you go back to him, you made cheering with him. That's the crazy part. That is the crazy part. Thank you to whoever sent me that Zelle. Y'all, for some reason, when I get a Zelle, I can't see who sent it unless I log into my account. Because I don't have the actual Zelle app. I have it through my bank. So whoever just sent me that Zelle, thank you. I appreciate you. Okay, my child messaged me. But yeah, like that's the first thing they go to, y'all. That's crazy to me. But you can't. She did, Miss Jean. She said that. She said he was ugly, and that's the crazy part because then later on down the line, she started talking about oh, they look just like their daddy and this and that. Whenever she would get the ultrasound pictures, and like who takes that minute? Let me just leave it alone. But she was so worried about, and this is why I say, y'all, I personally feel like them not showing them, and I'm gonna say with her agreeing with him to not show them because she shows her cheering. She's queen validation, baby. When Momo was a baby, she got more memories with Momo than she do with her other kids, and that's a fact. If we basing off of what's been put on the internet, right? If we base it off of what's been put on the internet, she got a whole lot of memories with Momo from birth. If you notice, for Momo's birthday, a couple days ago, she posted a whole little video collage with, memories showing how she been recording Momo since Momo came out the womb. she been doing and still posting more. So it's very contradicting to say we protecting the twins from the internet, but we still posting the other kids. And you're right, you can't control what happens when she's with her daddy, because at the end of the day, if he share a different sentiment, that's his prerogative, that's his child just as much as it's yours. But if you're gonna push the narrative that you protect them too, you need to protect all and just switch the game up. Even though you know your other kids are already on different platforms and have pictures up and this and that, but is no harm, no foul in moving forward with a different, a switch of the game. She can move forward and not post none of them. But it's just crazy the fact that you would post some and not all and say, oh, we protecting them, but then the father over here posting distorted videos and AI photos and cartoons, and knowing that people are going to throw insults in the comments. That's the part I don't like, because I feel like he's giving them something to do that for. He's literally teasing them, and when you tease a person, that comes with insults. When you start playing on a person's top, it comes with insults, and that's when people start saying, "Oh, they must look like you." Or they must be funny looking. They saying that because of what he's doing. But it's given that he liked it because he keep doing it. So when you gonna really protect your babies, you're gonna stop doing that. You're gonna stop doing that's when you really start protecting your babies. Thank you, Miss Valerie, for that cash app blessing. You say read my comment. You welcome, Healing Heart. Where is it? Let's see. Hold on. Let me go up a little bit. Hold on, y'all. Let me see what Miss Valerie said if I can find it. Hey Angel. No, what you mean? Hey Cindy Payne. You said, hey Luke, I remember when she said Momo working hard on weekends. Well then babies working a 9 to 5, 40 hours a week. He's literally doing everything our age do. So let's talk about that. Exactly. Exactly. Because here's the thing, y'all. See, don't get it twisted. When he posts the cartoon filters, when he posts the AI filters, that's still those babies. It's just filters over their faces. When it was the cartoon, it was a cartoon filter. When it was AI, he took real pictures of the babies, put it through AI generate. So he's still working them sharing, okay? So when they say, oh, just because our age got Momo and he's recording her while they eating or they at the museum or the arcade or the water park, that's all the same thing. I almost said a cuss word. That's all the same thing. So we can't say, oh, Shawty got a job on the weekend when Johnell is, if that's the case, he needed what they call that, y'all, when you work when you working underage. I forgot what it's called. But if that's the case, he doing the same thing. Because every day now, look like every time he posts now, he done forgot about his body butter and them sweatsuits. Loyalty. He done forgot all about his business. I guess he see how much engagement he getting on those posts. He like bump the body butter, bump the loyalty suit. I don't see it, Miss Valerie. You might have to put it again because I don't see your comment. I don't want to go too far in the chat because I get away from. But you gonna have to put it again, Miss Valerie. The more people say it, the more he trolls. If they stop giving attention, it'll drown Mr. Duckworth. I said that. I said that in the beginning, but they not gonna stop, and that's because that's how social media works, right? So it's just crazy. They not gonna stop, and a lot of these people, like I said, a lot of her supporters are elderly women. They're up there in age, y'all. The biggest of her support is elderly women. So they not realizing or thinking about the fact that even though it's not exactly a um positive comment, it's still a comment and it's still engagement. So whether you saying you dislike what he doing or you love it, it's still giving him engagement. So that's the crazy part. Let me see. Let's see. Terrible, insane. I'm not trying to be funny or rude, but if you don't want nobody to see your beautiful babies, you shouldn't put them on Facebook like this. It's famous people that post their babies all day long from birth to now adults. I don't think this is funny, and you probably won't. You probably won't get a lot of comments. Oh, he definitely getting a lot of comments. This is public, so people are entitled to their opinion. If they comment like crazy, that's the crazy part. This is just ignorant people. So messy. Y'all stop being so messy. Um, let's see. Y'all some sick ASS parents. Let me unfollow. I've become so irritated by y'all presence on my timeline. Sick of y'all and the babies at this point. Just grow the hell up. See, that's why I say y'all, people are not looking at it the way they think they putting it out there. That's just dumb. Grow up. Ain't nobody that pressed to see them babies. Very sad. People they not thinking about it the way he's doing it. See, he think well, you know what? I can't even say what he think because he's so ignorant. He just ignorant, y'all. But what they're failing to realize, and this go for him and her, is y'all told these people, right? And this is the thing. You have to also consider the fact that her supporters bought everything on her registry. I have to keep bringing that up because it was very expensive items. And mind you, they had two of everything. So this wasn't a typical registry where you just buying for one child. Two of everything. Two car seats, two strollers, two high chairs, two bassinets, like two of everything. And she picked some very pricey items. But shout out to 2K. I remember when 2K went click on the registry on his live stream and he was going over the prices. He was like, I'm gonna go support and purchase one of the items. So when he looked at the registry, he was like, he looking at the prices. He was like, $500, $700, $1,200. Y'all, it was some pricey stuff on that registry, and they bought it all. They bought it all. So the fact that they don't consider that when okay, it's one thing to say, and this is my thing. It's one thing, and this is for the ones in the back who not get it, right? It's one thing to say we're not posting the twins to protect them, but y'all still posting them. That's not protecting them. Whether their face is covered or not, the version of the twins that y'all posting is being attacked. It's giving idiotic. Like, I just don't get it. Maybe I never will, but I don't get it, y'all. And the fact that he keep doing it is cringe. And I rebuke that cringe. Okay, I rebuke it. Cause why? Why are you doing that to them babies? You need money that bad? Like that accident must have really shook him up. Cause ain't no way he thought this was cool. And then to even put that, bruh, the fact that he's real big on manifestation, y'all notice he talk about manifesting. He talk about the what is those boards called? The vision boards and manifesting. He's real big on that, y'all. The fact that he's real big on that, he knows that how much words hold power. I would never do this. Some people might consider it innocent, some people don't, right? We all entitled to our opinion. But I would never do this. Because y'all know I say this all the time. I'm real big on words and how much words hold power. So the fact that he real big on manifestation and you will put this on your babies and then put this caption, it's one thing to put these masks on, and it's another to put a caption talking about they running up in y'all crib, in y'all house. And then you had people in the comments saying that, like, why don't say that about your babies and child. At this point, I'm really starting to believe that he don't care for real. He don't care. And y'all, I'll be the first to say I honestly thought that those babies was gonna change him. I was like, First time that I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Like he might switch it up a little just on account of his baby. But he's still showing pure ignorance to me. Thank you, Healing Hearts, my love. You still going. I appreciate you. Okay, let's show this and then we're gonna get to Dawn. Did he have music in this show? I can't remember. Let me see. Hold on, let me mute y'all to check the music. If not, I'm gonna play it. All right, it ain't no music, so let's see. Look like he has zero value slash believes his mind is on money only. Yep, that's what it's giving. Especially at this point, y'all know he need a new vehicle. So, did anybody see a rental? Anybody seen a rental? Oh, he's still driving her car. And another thing, let me speak to this too before we continue. So, the fact that okay, a lot of people were saying when he got in an accident, a lot of people was like, "That's his karma," right? Now, I do agree that his behavior on social media and a lot of the stuff that he contributed to, even because you have to think about this too, y'all. Because I found a screenshot that I was gonna show, but I'm gonna probably show it on my next live. But it's about the fact that Laonia framed RH with genitals of Bruce to her, right? And he didn't say nothing. He knew that he was the one who did that to her. So his hands is very much as dirty as hers. You knew that that was your abuser. You knew that you left those marks on her. So the fact that you didn't speak up when you knew that they were going to put that on her ex-husband warrants karma. Period. And what's even crazier is that she's still with him. What are the odds of them breaking up, right? Them breaking up, her going back to her house, and then he get into a car accident and lose his vehicle. And not hurt at all. Completely fine with a total lost vehicle. If that ain't God humbling you, if that ain't God setting you all the way down, if that ain't a piece of karma, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. If you would have looked at his vehicle and not seen him, you would have automatically assumed whoever was in that vehicle was hurt. He was completely fine. A little inebriated, but you know, for the most part, he was fine. That poor child, listen, they better quit playing. They better quit playing with God. But this is the thing. This is one of the negatives of when you have somebody in your life that's not a good person. And if you ask me, I would say neither one of them are. She's not a good person, and neither is he. And I'm basing that off of the behaviors that I've seen that were displayed. Because if you can go so low, if you can do certain things to other people, and we all know the things that some of the things Laonia has done, especially when it comes to art, right? If you can do that to other people, you ain't no good person. You ain't no good person, and you ain't no God fearing person. And you don't believe in him or his wrath for real. Because if you did, you would know that your actions come with consequences. Ain't no way. It's no way. But they made for each other. So when people say, "Oh, why she staying with him, or why she keeps staying with him?" Because they two peas in a pod. They go together. No, how that song go? We go together. Tell them we go together. They go together real bad. Twin flames, two peas in a pod, dark souls, bad energy, karmic beings. That relationship is karmic. That's why they can't get away from each other. You know, when you both go in, when two people both have bad intentions or the wrong intentions getting into a situationship, yeah. Now listen. But everything, oh, I done jump over completely over what I was gonna say, y'all. A lot of people don't realize that when you in a relationship and you with somebody who is a bad person, right? Their energy becomes yours. What happens to them happens to you. Everything that affects them affects you. And that's for relationships, period. That's why you have to be real mindful of who you partner with in getting a relationship with, getting a marriage with. Because whatever affects them affects you. If they feel it, you gonna feel it. And you know, when you love somebody, you don't want to see them hurt. You don't want to see them going through nothing. So their hurt becomes your hurt. Their energy becomes your energy. You start intercepting it just because you in that close bond relationship with. So they both probably getting each other's karma. And a lot of people don't see that. Like, you ever wonder why? I'm pretty sure a lot of people that been in karmic situations or, just a relationship with a bad person, a person who had a mask on initially, and then that, once they got comfortable, they turn into somebody completely different, right? I'm pretty sure a lot of people have been in those type of situations. So you ever wonder why you sitting back and you really thinking about the situation and wondering why you down on your luck? You know you a good person. You know you do your best. You know you never intentionally try to hurt somebody, right? But you just down on your luck. You can't catch a break. You know why? Because you probably intercepting that energy, that dark energy, that karma from your partner. If you with somebody willingly, intentionally, and you know they doing wrong in their life, they not believing in God, they not moving how they supposed to, you can intercept that. You can intercept that. You gonna get some of that energy. You gonna get some of that bad luck. That's why y'all ever wonder why when you finally release that relationship, you leave that person, and then God start blessing you like crazy because your partner can be hindering your blessing because they not living their life right and being obedient, being faithful. I done been there. I done been there. I didn't experience that. Where you just die. You can't catch a break. And next thing you know, you asking God to release, remove, evict, like on your say. I done been there in the past. And then when you finally rid yourself of that relationship and God just start overwhelming you with blessings, that's why. Because you asked me to remove what's not for your benefit, what's not good for you, and you denied it, you ignored it. And then when you finally remove it, because guess what? Your blessings ain't always meant for you to share with somebody you've been with. God sees all. He knows what's going to happen before it happens. Thank you, Miss Deb. I appreciate you. Enjoy your lives. Thank you, my love. What, King? Hold on, y'all. Let me see. They played in RH Face with Momo. God don't like ugly. They haven't seen anything yet. Watching the coming months. Just sad facts. Facts, and that's why I say I don't think she's taking this court date that's coming up as serious as she should. And then you never know, she might not really care for real. Because she know her hands is full. She know her hands is full. So hey, if you be willing to get rid of one of your kids for the ninja that you with, why wouldn't she be willing to get rid of another? Okay? Listen. Hey, Cancer 66. Let me see. Let me go all the way down and we're gonna move on. Oh, I forgot about this video, y'all. But don't worry, I ain't dipping on y'all just like that. I ain't gonna just leave y'all. It's Friday, baby. So if y'all rocking, I'm rolling, okay? I ain't got nothing to do just yet, which I do have to. I can't stay up too late because I gotta bring my son to driver's class tomorrow. My baby about to get his license. So I got that. I gotta be up for 6 o'clock in the morning for that. I can't never catch a break, y'all. Ooh, I need a vacation. All right, let's see what he did to this precious little baby. Let's see. This is what he did to his child, y'all. Pillow, no pillowcase. Just got the baby all on the germs. And he don't look like the type that wash his sheets twice a week. He don't give that. He don't look like that type. He look like a once every 3 months type of guy. But look, that poor baby is drenched in slob and spit. Where is, you know what? Shut up, Pop. Who child? Why would he do that? Hold on, what's this right here? Let's see what that is right here, y'all. Boy, it look like a teddy bear or something. Like, why? And where's the girl? I know if I could see through his videos that he give all of his attention to the boys, I mean to the boy, I know others see it. Because mind you, look his caption. 7 months today, stink one, stink two. Where is stink two at? Because we rarely see stink two. We rarely see stink two, baby. He give a lot of attention to that boy. I'm gonna say that. And it sounded like, you know what's crazy? The fact that she planted those seeds. They can't get mad at social media for responding a certain way when those seeds was planted by her. She was the one who came to the internet and said, he was differentiating between baby A and baby B because baby A was a girl and he wanted two boys. She planted that seed on social media, not social media. So all you can do moving forward is expect for people to see that and think that because you planted that seed. So now when people see that all he posting is the boy or showing the most of his attention to the boy, what you think people gonna think? Think about it. What they think people gonna think? Hey, Harm, what's up, sister? Hey, look, Maz and Ted, I'm driving and listening to my girl. Okay, be careful. Like, what he think people gonna think, y'all? That's the crazy part. What's up, Arthur YV? Hey, Kiara Shante. Hey, Miss Brenda, you said I don't comment. Hey, Miss Lolo. Like, what do he think people gonna think? All he posting is the boy. Like, showing that's who he give the most of his attention to. I wouldn't be surprised if later on in life that girl twin don't have a story to tell. And when I say that, let me give context because y'all know people. I wouldn't be surprised if she don't feel neglected and she don't. That's not how she moved later on in life. Basically letting them know. I feel like y'all showed a difference as my parents because y'all already doing it and been doing it. If you look at the videos, and I'm sorry, I gotta say it. If you look at the videos that they have put out, the content since they have had these babies, it gives that the boy gets the most attention. And y'all know one of the things that I noticed, and shout out to my grandma because she would always say this. You could tell who gets the most attention by who is lapped the most. So if you put both babies down and the boy is crying to the top of his lungs and the girl chilling, guess what? She used to chilling. He used to on. He used to being lapped. That's why he cries and you can't put him down. But the girl be chilling, watching TV. She's used to not having that attention. If you know, you know. If you're a parent, you know. You know. I'm pretty sure I ain't the only one that heard, you better not spoil that baby. Don't keep lapping that baby because when you're going to want to go somewhere, you're going to stay here with your hollering child. I remember my mama saying that. I ain't keeping no hollering child. Don't spoil that baby. Listen. Thank you, hon. I love you, girl. Come on, y'all. Let's give me my girl some. I go to her girl. Go Illa. Slow down, Pop. I be talking too fast. Thank you, my love. They've been showing me some love. Shout out to Healing Hearts too. She did her big one. I appreciate y'all. Make sure them likes is liking. That's what I want though. The likes gotta be liking me. But thank y'all so much. But yeah, like you could tell that he is very, very fond of the boy twin. He's very fond, and if he don't want to have their hard conversation later on in life, if he don't want baby girl talking about him in therapy later on in life, he better start moving a little different. Start picking her up first and him second. That way, it don't seem like you making a difference with your kid. We get it. You wanted a boy. Your baby mama said you wanted two boys, but you didn't get that. God gave you what he wanted to give you. And a lot of times, y'all know they say God move in mysterious ways, but he did that for a reason. Probably was a humbling experience. Or showing, I'm not going to give you what you want. You ain't gonna, y'all know how they say when you tell God what you want, he laughs. You ain't going to get what you want. I'm going to give you what I want to give you. And he gave him a boy and a girl for a reason. But yeah, even the video where he was fixing the I think he posted that one in his story though. It's probably going if it's still there, but he posts music, y'all, so I can't play that one. But he was fixing the bottles like they was crying, hollering to the top of their lungs crying. Instead of he worried about the phone. He worried about videoing himself trying to fix bottles. If you don't, Mama Mom would have said, if you don't get your ass off that phone and tend to them cheering, I can hear her now. You think take care of your cheering first, make sure they straight, then you get to the phone. That's secondary. Okay? Y'all know how the old school is. But I'm like, when I'm watching the video, I'm like, so apparently he used to them hollering to the top of their lungs. That would drive me crazy. Y'all, I'm so nervous, like loud noises and stuff like I can't do it. That's why I don't babysit. Oh no. I keep my children only. And if I do keep them, they can't be spoiled. Because if they spoil, you gonna come get them. Nope, we ain't doing that. But that would have drove me. How long you be driving around in that car and them babies be hollering to the top of their lungs? Oh, I can't do it. I cannot do it. But he was so focused on the phone and recording himself fixing a bottle. He just like, okay. Them babies like, if you don't hurry up and give us our bottle and get off that phone trying to prove a point to social media, what you want the world to know you fix bottles? That's what you're supposed to do. It's like they tell R8, he's supposed to get his daughter half home. You supposed to fix bottles too. It applies to you too, sir. Let's see what they saying in the comments on this one, right? See all. It ain't too many. Wait, I don't think this one got too many, y'all. Maybe. I told you they look like they daddy. Somebody said. And of course, somebody gonna insult the person saying it. But here's the thing, y'all, right? The lady said, I told you they look like they daddy. Wouldn't that be considered a compliment? I don't think Johnell feels like he's ugly. If anything, he's very confident, very cocky. If you notice his attitude, Mr. Put that on, right? So I feel like people be exposing their true feelings, the projection, because like I said, with the lady saying, I told you they look like they daddy, right? That would be a compliment to him. She didn't say, oh, they ugly, or she didn't say, oh, they ugly like they daddy. She said, I told you they look like they daddy. So the lady who followed her comment and basically insulted her based on her comment must think that Johnell is ugly. Y'all following me? Because why would you insult her? She didn't say, well, she kind of did insult him, but she didn't say nothing to where you would be like, oh, wow. She just said, I told you they look like their daddy. If they look like their daddy, I mean, that's not a crime because that is their dad. Unless you consider him funny looking. So the first thing that person did was go to insult the lady. And she says, and when I went to your profile picture, you look like your great great granddaddy, the big one, not the little one. I don't know if that's weight or fluid, but you need to take care of yourself, sir, because you is swollen till it's smushing your face in. But the thing is, I feel like her response was more of an insult to Johnell than the actual person who made the comment. Because how do you know what she's meaning by that? This lady could actually feel like this is a real image of the baby. Not everybody knows that this is a distorted filter, y'all. If you look at some of the comments, not everybody been caught on to that. Like I said, there's a lot of elderly women in that chat that don't pay attention to things like that. Think about all the people that actually thought those AI pictures were real, the real babies. You know what made them distinguish it? That when they started realizing that every picture was a different baby. Not the fact that some of the pictures had 4 fingers or 4 toes. That didn't make them distinguish it. Once they seen that it was different babies every time. So that shows that they didn't even realize or they don't know what AI is. So like I said, I feel like the insult is the person who's responding negatively because how do you know what she meant by that? You don't she could be that lady could have looked at Johnell as handsome. Because everybody don't think he's funny looking. You know what I'm saying? Some people actually think he's handsome. So how you know by her comment that she didn't mean well is what I'm trying to get at. And then you insult her because to me, the lady who insulted is the one who feel like he's ugly. Period. Thank you, I'm chosen. Hey, my love you. You say I can't stand to hear one baby cry, let alone 2 grandsons fall as hell. Y'all, we need 27 more likes. The likes are looking good. Okay, y'all. Look at y'all. Y'all been showing me love with them likes, baby. I love it. Shout out to y'all. But I get it. Because, let me tell you, I feel like that first baby, you gonna spoil. You gonna spoil. Because I spoiled the hell, y'all. My oldest son, he didn't even wear the same outfit twice. Like, he was so spoiled. Not just by me, though. I have a village. Both grandmothers are very much involved, grandfathers, all of it. Like, my son was spoiled. But that was my first baby. So then when I get to baby 2, it's not as bad. And then Ham, child, she spoiled. Let me just say that. Now, as far as just holding, it wasn't like that. I did spoil my oldest son like that by holding him a lot because that was my first baby. And that motherly instinct kick in and you overly protective because that's your first child, all of that, right? But then, as you start having more kids, you become less protective. You still protective, like as far as your motherly instincts, but you don't lap a baby as much because you then got that experience with that first baby and know how it turns out. But I can't do that hollering either. Like that would drive me through the roof. Because I'm a peaceful person. I like quiet. Like my kids, they move a certain way. That's why I don't babysit. Like my nieces and nephews, they'll come for a little while. Like if I'm doing something in my house or like a pool party or something like that. But other than that, no. Because my family is country. They like to run in and out the house. Oh no, jump all on your furniture. I can't do that. My children stay in their room. They mind their business. Like they'll come if they want something to eat, they come get it. Other than that, my children stay to themselves. They don't give me no problems. So I can't do it, baby. All that noise and hollering will drive me crazy. Thank you, Angel, for that cash out blessing, and thank you, Antasia, my love, for that. You said for support. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. I hope I didn't miss nobody because they keep sending me like an email. So if you send me a cash app and I didn't shout you out, it wasn't intentional because it's not showing all the notifications like it's showing the email. So, and I've been clearing it out. So if you send me one and I didn't shout you out, thank you in advance. I appreciate all of the support. Okay, let me see. My grandma used to say that all the time, and my mama. Exactly. I feel like that's a just a general thing. Like it ain't no specific, specific people said. Or I feel like all grandmas and old school mamas said that. Don't spoil that baby. Don't lap that baby. Or you gonna be staying with your child when you gonna want to go somewhere. You gonna be staying with your child, coming back to get your child. I'm done, Pac. I know I do too much in these chats. I love you and y'all for letting me be. I didn't even see what you put, Miss Pamela. The gold probably expired in Tasia because we over the time. So my gold didn't expire. Let me see. Hold on. But thank you for that cash up. I appreciate you. 99% of their supporters wear the not the pin. Y'all get on my nerves, bro. Oh Lord. Thank you. Healing Hearts, did you send me another super chat? Hold on. Let me see. Timer ended before reaching the goal. Yeah, my timer did. I'm gonna start another one. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. I told y'all I'm gonna be on here a little minute with y'all. I'll be on here a little minute. It's Friday. We ain't got nothing to do. We ain't got nothing to do. I'm gonna probably watch me a good movie tonight, though. I gotta catch up on my shows, y'all, because I've been missing my shows. But I want to find me a good movie though. Um, let me see. Let me go down. My kids have 4 different sides. My two and their father, 2 families. Yeah, we got a big family too. Like when I say I got a village, I got a village. But I'm not. I never was the type that throw my kids off on my mom or they're the grandma. I don't do that. If anything, they would fight over my kids. Like who gonna keep them and who want them. And I'm the type like they can stay home with me because I don't go too many places. You know, I went a lot of places before I started having kids. That way, once I start having them, it ain't an issue. Thank you, Healing Hearts, my love. Okay, y'all. Let me see. Let me see what else is on here. If the lady replied back, but that's how I feel about that. I feel like that was projection. Let me see. Okay, Regina's the one comment. So this lady say to the other lady, "You trying to defend these folks, and they still gonna talk. They put this out here for folks to talk and make comments. Blame the parents, honey." And then somebody says, "Right." And then she say, "Cause girl, she don't have to blame no dang parents for her old ASS pie face ASS making negative comments on somebody's babies, especially when she is talking about she is 60, looking 80. All y'all too old for that." I told y'all elderly people, but the thing is, this is another person. The lady said, "I told you they look like they dad." Everybody's not going to take that as an insult because, like I said, how you know that that lady don't view him as a handsome guy? How you know that? So if somebody said in the comments, "I told y'all they look like their mama," there would be a different thing, right? That would be a totally different thing. Would they take it as an insult if they said, "I told y'all they look just like their mama"? I guarantee you she would have never got that negative comment. So that means that they automatically shut up, Bob. They automatically looking at your nostrils as, yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. All right, let me get off of here. Let's get to Dawn. Let's get to my girl Dawn. I see you say let's get to Dawn. Are we about to get to it now? We're about to get to it now, girl. Hey, love cat. Me and my dad been here 29 years and I'll be 46 in October. Okay. Okay, let me pull this up. Hold on, y'all. Let me pull up Dawn. Where's my okay? It should be in my history. Let's find it fast. Oh, I found her. Wait, no, that's not it. Yeah, this is it. Hold on. All right, I found it. Let me pull it up, though, because you can hear it way clearer since Dawn uploaded. I don't know if it was her live or what, because sometimes it could be a connection too, the type of internet you have, and all of that. All of that plays a role when you present videos and stuff, y'all. Okay, let's go. Let's react. And y'all already know. Say this. Let me say this. If you ain't heard it in its entirety, know that anytime us as creators, bloggers, play someone else's video, we have to stop and give reaction to it, commentary, because it's not our content. And it ain't because somebody could strike you. No, it's because it's considered reuse of content. So you have to be giving reaction to it. For the ones that be like, oh, let the video play. I wish I could. That way I could get up and go pee and all of that. But we can't do that. I could do that with my content. Like when I play my videos for y'all, yeah. But other people's videos, we can't do that. So, but if you do want to see it in its entirety without interruption, it's on Dawn's Real Spill with Dawn page. All right. Now let me play.
Harassing me, which absolutely had nothing to do with your brother. Once again, the GoFundMe don't mention your brother at all. It's about the people he's paying to bully and harass me. So it had nothing to do with it. Your brother's constantly going to court trying to file motions. Well, I can do the same thing on you for you. You're a third party, you're his family, and I can do that and bring that up about you.
So if you can't hear it, what she said was she basically was accusing Dawn of harassing her. She said, you constantly going live and doing this and that. It's harassing and bullying me. And the GoFundMe that she put up doesn't have his RH's name on it at all. And she said he keeps constantly going to the courts and filing motions against her. And she said, I could do the same thing when it comes to you. Basically saying I could go file motions against him for what you're doing. That's what she's saying. For the ones who can't really hear it, I can hear it good on my end. All right.
I have a bunch of one court case. So I don't understand why I'm still being harassed constantly. I think I told GoFundMe for supporting me, and this is who keep talking about me every day. My GoFundMe mentions nothing about Howard. So me saying thank you was not, oh yeah, oh my God, yeah, we got best buds. It was just a thank you for helping me go against people who are attacking me. Nobody else doing it.
Okay, so right here, she's talking about the lady across the street. When she said, y'all remember when she put up that GoFundMe and the lady across the street, she shared it on her live and got her supporters to donate to it. So what Laonya is saying is me saying thank you to her was not me kumbayaing with her or getting back in good or getting cool with her. It was just me saying thank you for helping me go against these people that's bullying me or talking about me every day. So she's basically telling Dawn, like, I'm not cool with that lady over there. I just was saying thank you for what she did. Hey, that's her words, y'all, not mine. Okay.
You did it. I'll say thank you. Did you what you did? That's all it was about. It was about becoming besties. I can care less about your brother. I don't give a fuck about him. I don't want to discuss him. I don't care what happened. Come out and then get discussed. Nothing to do with me. All they gotta do is go pay $2.50 and get the paperwork.
She said, I could care less about your brother. I don't give a F about him. I don't want to discuss him. I don't want to hear nothing about him. And Dawn, at that point, Dawn must have had asked her prior because of what she said. She must have asked her about uh the contempt situation or the child support situation. because she was like, you can go pay $2.50 to see what it's saying or whatever. But she said she don't give a F about him. Blah, blah, blah. But girl, you still be subbing him. You still be subbing him, and not to mention, you still holding over his head the fact that you feel like he's paying bloggers to speak on you, and that's not the case. She needs to let that go. She let that go. That man is not paying. If you ask me, he done moved on. He didn't move on with his life. Like, I don't see RH in nobody's chats anymore. I don't see him going in the, the other side of the people's chats. I don't see him doing none of that. I see him doing his content, moving on, doing content with his child, and keeping it pushing, trying to rebuild his life. That's all I see. So for her to keep pushing this narrative that he's talking to people behind the scenes and paying people to speak on her, why would he have to pay people to speak on you when the saga was created around you coming out here and putting y'all business out here? That's how the saga was created. She was the one who was putting everything out here. RH was responding to it. So the fact that she really believes that this saga is prolonging because of him is crazy. It's you. The fact that she thought that it could get exposed that she helped frame her ex-husband with her current man's abuse, and people would stop talking about it just because she don't want nobody talking about it anymore is crazy. That's not how social media works. People are talking about you. I can speak for this sector because the sector is about the saga. Like, I don't know what part she ain't getting. The bloggers speaking on you are getting paid via Google AdSense, YouTube. Or H ain't write nobody's checks. 1 minute y'all saying he broke. The next minute y'all saying he paying everybody. How, Sway? That's a situation where you can't do two things at once. He can't be broke and paying all these creators. All of them? It's a lot of people that disagree with your behavior. So you saying he paying the ones over there on TikTok too that's dragging you every day? That just don't, it's not making sense. It's not making sense. I have never had a personal conversation, not no DM message, none of that with RH. He's never reached out to me. I've never reached out to him. And I prefer it that way because it takes away a conflict of interest. I can speak on what I want on my platform. Because I feel like when you start having conversations with your content, it makes it something else. And then you feel obligated to not speak on certain things. No, we ain't doing that. I choose not to speak on RH. It ain't because he doing this and he doing that. I choose not to speak on him. Because I feel like he has enough negativity surrounding him and people calling out every single move. I don't need to add to it. I don't need to add to it. It's enough people doing that already. The man's livelihood was literally ruined by some lies. Like, I just don't, I don't get how she not understand. At this point, y'all, I'm really starting to believe that she believes she didn't cause all of this. I'm really starting to believe that based on the things she says. That's crazy to me. All right.
I mean, I get that, but it seems like, because when she do her members' lives, it seems like she's getting information from you, and maybe that's just what she's trying to portray to her supporters, but that's what it seems like to me. Now, as far as like you, I don't necessarily have anything against you. I just feel like when the stuff all started out from when you did that live, you were saying that I could have contacted you, but I felt the same way because in your live, you was like, and I hate to do this to you, but you didn't give me a heads up or anything. And it's like, we was trying to get everything worked out between the siblings and you. And then I felt like Bree Hobnum was in your ear trying to make you think that I was going to be shady. But that was never the case.
And let me say this to Dawn. based on what Dawn's saying, because I know exactly what she's talking about, y'all. So this was around the time where Dawn was still cool with LaOnya, but it was kind of rocky because it was a lot going on behind the scenes and in front of the scenes. And Dawn was at a point where she started making amends with her siblings. She started getting back cool with her siblings, and that's when Dawn, if you can confirm this, did LaOnya start moving funny with you once you started getting back cool with your siblings? I could pretty much say yeah, based on the behaviors, right? Because that wasn't her goal. She wasn't genuinely connecting with you, Dawn. She was using you. And that's why, because the thing is, she would have never had an issue with you reconnecting with your siblings or distance herself from you for reconnecting with your blood siblings unless she was being disingenuous. Because if she was genuinely cool with you, hey sis, and da 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 da, then she would have been promoting that reconnection. She would have been promoting that. Should have been saying, hey, you and your siblings don't need to be, doing this and that. But if y'all remember yesterday, or was it the day before? Day before yesterday, where I played the clip of where she was the first one to betray Dawn on a live stream when she went live and started reading a text messages talking about to his sister Dawn. I love you so, 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 so much. But I'm sorry, I have to throw you in this and do this. Da, da, da. So she proceeded to show their text messages to try to, paint a narrative and manipulate and gaslight the audience like, hey, his sister is on my side, so I can't be the liar, right? So it started from there. Even with me watching that video back, I was like, she had a motive all along. She was never genuinely rocking with Dawn. And you could tell by how everything played out. Because if you really rocking with me, if you rocking with me on some genuine type ish, you would have never went live exposing our personal text messages to hurt my family. She did that, and one of the things that she said that stood out is when she said, I'm sorry that I have to do this, Dawn, but I know you sick of them too. That's why you cut them off. Why would you say that? Like, why would she said that because she knew exactly what she was doing. Because she didn't have to say that. She didn't have to say that. That was being messy, that was instigating, and that was turning siblings against each other when she said that. I love you, Dawn, and I'm sorry I gotta do this to you. But I'm tired of the monkeys messing with me, and I know you cut them off because you sick of them too. Girl, what? If I was you, Dawn, in that moment right now, that's when I would have cut her off. But you didn't see it at first. You didn't see it. But I would have cut her completely off because she knew exactly what she was doing. That's also why she lied on that live and said that RH sent a threat through you to her and not gave context on it. That was a part of the manipulation also. And then when you call her out on it in the messages and she said, oh, he said I was gonna go to jail if I didn't stop doing. Girl, oh, hold on, y'all. Wait, let me play some more. I gotta take my
Peace. But then, of course, once they start coming for me, and you didn't say, don't come for me or whatever, I did feel a certain way because I thought me and you were better than that. But when have you ever came out and
she didn't defend you in that moment, Dawn, because she didn't like the fact that you were reconnecting with your sibling. That's why she didn't defend you. That's exactly why. Because she about to say in this next instance, y'all, but when did I ever come out here and defend anybody? I'll say, hey, don't talk about this person. You do it with everybody. You do it with yourself. You do it with your nostrils. You make sure you come out and tell people to stop talking about him. You even go further than that and start doing extra stuff to get people to stop talking about him. Put it for 45 seconds because it ain't that much left. Close my door. She knew exactly what she was doing. That's why she didn't come out and say, hey, y'all leave Dawn alone. Me and Dawn are cool. I don't have no issue with Dawn. She could have said that. That ain't coming out here being extra with it. She could have said that because the thing is, it was her people that she was connected to on the back end. See, it's a difference when it's just people supporting you and you don't have no personal connection with them, like the bloggers, right? But it's something completely different when it's people that you are personally connected with, that you talk on the phone with, you text with, you in group chats with. She could have told them people to leave Dawn alone. And I guarantee you they would have left her alone. But at that point, Dawn had started reconnecting with her siblings, and she didn't like that. She didn't like that because it was taking away her alibi. It was taking away her validation. The fact, her trying to validate the fact that, hey, if I have this person on my side, then guess what? I can't be the bad person. Same thing she did with Sleepy. Well, if me and this baby daddy is co-parenting and are the best of friends, then I can't be the bitter baby mama, right? Okay.
I tell anybody this, I come for anybody. People drag my kids. People dragging my daddy. When have you ever seen me do a live constantly saying, y'all, leave this person alone, leave this alone, leave this alone, leave this alone? Once I made that one live and people still kept going, I am not people mothers. I am not Jesus Christ. I cannot control what these people are doing on the internet. That's why I keep minding my business. The point of me coming out and listening for what? So they can say, oh, look at her. She crashing out. Y'all, she crashing out.
Okay. The fact that she can say she can't control what people do on the internet, but she wants Robert LaTruth to some kind of way have that type of control. What is it? Because he's a man? Like, I don't get it. She can acknowledge, I am not people mother. That's exactly what she said. That's exactly what she said, Harm. I am not people mother. But the fact that she can acknowledge that she don't have that type of control, but she thinks he does, is blasphemy. That's crazy. Close my door, bud. He don't have that type of control either. Just like she said, she didn't came out here and apologized and took accountability or say, hey, y'all stop doing this. Y'all see how she said, I did that one live and told such and such to mind her effing business and told people to stop this and stop that. Or Aiston came on here plenty of times also trying to say, hey, y'all leave the kids out of it. Hey, let's come to some type of resolve. Like, I didn't show that. I didn't show it where he did it. She even shared his post. And then a little while later, because people were still talking about her on social media, she decided to delete the post and go back to doing what she was doing because she blames him for other people's actions on social media. That's what she do. She blamed him. That's why I say they will never have a healthy resolve or a healthy co-parenting relationship as long as she's placing all blame on him over things he cannot control.
No point in me getting shit. There's no point. There's no point in me getting on there saying, don't talk about my dad. I'm talking about my son. I'm talking about my kids. It's no point. They still gonna do what they want to do. They are all inside side. I'm still doing what they want to do. You can have no more separate. I'm talking about my fucking business and I talk about that y'all still attack me. And she confirmed that I saw her mind her business. So that didn't make no sense to me either. She confirmed me saying to mind her business and stop talking about Robert. And y'all still attack me. I don't get it.
I mean, I really don't have an.
So, y'all heard what she said. She said that the lady over there confirmed the fact that she told her to mind her effing business. And she said, y'all still talk about it. That should tell her that it's a reason why people are talking about you. She thought that because she told that lady to mind her effing business that the bloggers would no longer blog on her. That's crazy. Especially if you still out here putting things on the internet. Why wouldn't the bloggers blog on you? You are a public figure. Make it make sense. So am I tripping, y'all? You are a public figure with millions of followers. Bloggers and content creators are going to blog on you, ma'am. Especially when you put out drama, toxicity, and controversy. Because there ain't no positivity. The positivity be fake, a facade. But that drama be loud. People are going to talk about that. It's no if and buts or ways around it. That's just how social media works. When you come out here crashing out saying, "Oh, my baby daddy did this," and you outside of his house, I want my ring back that I paid 10K for, and da 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 da. And you think people ain't gonna blog on that? Like, I'm confusion. Okay, all right. Let's
excuse outside of what I just said, why I came for you. I mean, it wasn't right. And the apology, that pretty much had came from Retta, but I did want it to stop because I just feel like it's really done gone too far. It's about to be 3 years, and why is we all still stuck on something dealing with you and Robert when it's apparent you done moved on, you got twins now, he done moved on. So I don't understand why this is still a thing, to be honest.
Because all seem like everybody worried about is making $1. That's what it seems like to me. Seems like everybody is wanting $1, and Brianna is gonna bring the money in. We're gonna talk about her, which I don't understand. Why she talking about the same dead shit for 2 years? Like, what is it gonna bring?
Well, I mean, to keep it a buck, you ain't. I mean, I can keep it 100. You ain't did nothing to me. It's just that when they keep talking about Robert, I feel.
okay, let me speak to that also. So she keeps saying it's old. They talking about stuff from 2 years ago. It's old, ma'am. The stuff with you and Johnell just happened, and stuff still happening. Like, am I tripping? But the stuff with you and Johnell, the crashing outs that you did, that wasn't 2 years ago. Your last episode was in December. Make it make sense. Counting the subliminals, people are following this. It didn't turn into a saga, like a series, like a storyline. I said this on my other live. People are waiting to see a resolve. People will forever blog on you unless you disappear from the internet and go ghost. People, as long as you are a public figure, based on your history and the things that you have put out on the internet, people will forever blog on you. Forever. I don't care if the OGs stop blogging, the new ones gonna blog. Because those receipts, the things that you have done on the internet have been monumental. People gonna blog on it. It's a case study at this point. The way that storyline played out, from the first baby daddy to the second baby daddy to the third, from the framing of the bruise, the lying about the bruise, to the manifesting the bruiser, that is a case study. That's something you don't see every day. And of course, people making a coin, just like you was when you was out here lying and going on DV platforms and clocking all them views, popping off. You knew what you was doing. You did it for the coin. Ain't nobody gonna be on here working for free. But to push a narrative that RH is the one that's paying, if that's what you gotta tell yourself to feel better, then by all means. But I can only speak for myself, and I can honestly say, even when it comes to other bloggers, the ones that I know of, that man is not paying nobody. He's not paying. He don't even want people to drag you. I done heard other bloggers who have said that he would say, y'all keep it respectful. Like, you can talk about the actual, what's been put out here and blog on the truth, but you don't have to disrespect her. I heard Upper said it on her live earlier. You don't have to talk about her feet or her eyes, or even though I don't do that over here. Even though I still get drugged, I keep it straight on the content, the behaviors. I talk about the behaviors, not the looks. The behaviors. Now, every so often, I throw a couple jabs at Johnell because of how he moves. But other than that, I keep it professional and on the behavior. But RH has never, I ain't never seen that man come out here and say, y'all drag her, go in on her, go bully her, harass her, don't stop, don't. That if she was pushing that narrative, if y'all remember when she got locked up for putting out his picture, personal picture. Y'all know what I'm talking about. She went live after she went to jail. When she got out of jail, she went live saying he be in their comments clapping, talking about keep bullying her, keep harassing her, keep dragging. No, he don't say that. That just shows how you will lie, how deceptive you are. Because if you a victim, you don't have to do none of that. Victims don't have to lie to put stank on. That takes away from your victim status. When you think of victim, you think of innocence. You think of genuity, pureness. Like you're a victim in the situation. And it's a villain involved also. But you are, ma'am, you are the villain. You made yourself the villain based on your behavior. That's crazy to me. Like, why? You don't even have a truth at this point because you lie too much. You'd have been caught in too many lies on the internet. Crazy lies. Like, at that. I just don't get it, child.
Like, I'm gonna come for Johnell because they keep talking about what Robert did to you.
Why could she stay right here, y'all? Let's go back a little.
Johnell, because they keep talking about what Robert did to you.
Robert Don, you have brought up Lauren right here. You have done a video about Lauren here. When you know getting locked up for doing nobody here every day, and you said she walking around looking raggedy. She's not walking around looking raggedy. When you have locked up.
No, when I seen her, I did think that it didn't look good, but I mean, true indeed, I'm not gonna be on Lala. I was saying you basically not getting her hair done, and you.
And let me say this, Dawn. She know exactly what people be saying. She know people ain't dragging her kids. When people say stuff like, oh, you don't comb their hair, but you always in a beauty salon, that's exactly what you said on that live. You said your child should not be walking around here looking raggedy. That's a reflection on her as a parent. She know exactly what people are meaning when they say these things. But in order to victimize herself for sympathy, for clicks, for views, for GoFundMe's, she has to make it seem like people are directly bullying, harassing her kids. When she the biggest bully with the things she done came out here and said. Let's not forget putting her own cheering business out here. But she knew exactly. Dawn ain't never got on no live and drugged them cheering. So for her to say that, and then she say, and look, Lauren right here. Why would you even have them cheering in there? And you supposed to be having an adult woman to woman conversation. When she texted Dawn, she said, can we have a woman to woman conversation? But you got the cheering in there listening. Child. Ooh, child. Like, why? Why? And you wonder why Momo froze up when the conversation came about of Dawn calling you out about telling Momo she couldn't talk to her. That's crazy. But she know exactly. If you listening, Dawn, y'all know Dawn likes to watch from the bushes. I got to call you out because you called me out one day. Y'all know she likes to watch from the bushes, so she might be in the bushes. Yeah, she knew exactly what she was talking about. But that's her way of victimizing herself.
Get your hair done. Yeah, but I was never intentionally talking about Lala.
But you can't get nobody else done every day.
Because even I'm sure they done sent you clips when I done said, I love all four of your kids. You know, I don't have nothing against Lala, Josh, Isaiah. I love them just as much as I love Momo.
So why do they be brought up then? Because you say, because they talking about Robert, but they're not talking about Sharia.
Well, you know, they done talked about the Sharia too. You know, they talk about it and then they don't talk about it. They defend it when they feel like it's good for them. Basically what I've noticed. They jump on one thing and then to another thing. Like, I don't get like what Robert do for Momo, why it gotta be criticized, because I feel like he do what he do. He might not be doing all he could do, but he do what he do.
That's what I'm saying. It's all in the paperwork. It's all in the court paperwork. He keep doing on there lying. Oh, yeah, I'll take care of my kids. I'll pay my child support. And then they pull up the documents showing that he don't pay shit. They don't have nothing to do with me. He need to stop lying. Don't get.
Let me say this also. She said he need to stop lying when he say, "Oh, I take care of my kids. I take care of my kids." And she said, and then when they pull up the documents and see he don't pay shit, he need to stop lying. Technically, he not lying. And if y'all know for a fact, I have direct access because I have sources that have direct access to the court records. And it don't say nothing about you. First of all, you cannot see. The only way, let me tell you this. The only reason why I knew how much he was behind is because she put it in her contempt. Other than that, nobody has access to see how much a man is behind in child support, or if he made a payment, or he made the payment last month or the month before or the one after. You cannot see that. And the last updated amount was 6,945, I think, which means he was like 5 months behind, right? I mean, if you look and see, you did ruin his livelihood. He ain't making what he was making when y'all initially went to court. So how do you expect him to pay that if he barely making it himself? But he shows that he's still doing for his child. He gotta buy her clothes every time she come because the mama don't send nothing, right? He still gotta feed her and do all of these different things. That's not free. So just because he ain't putting money in your pocket, don't mean he's not doing for his kids. I hate when people say that, like, "Oh, you ain't giving no child support. You don't do nothing for the child." It takes more than just that little check that you get to take care of a child. Time invested. And I hate when women don't consider, she could have easily said too, y'all, this is the type of mother I am. I would much rather a man be involved with his kids. If I had to choose between the money and the time invested, I'm choosing the time invested, because that time invested is what has those long-standing effects on the kids and how they turn out, their mental state when they become an adult, and all of that. Kids don't see that money. They don't see that. Now, granted, yes, both parents are financially responsible for the child. I'm not saying they ain't. Let me give that context for the ones in the back. But I'm just saying, if I had to choose, if I know I'm okay financially and I know that my baby daddy can't because he having a hard time financially, I'm going to pick up the slack until you get right. And as long as you making sure you're investing your time, the time that you can give to make sure they good on that part, we good. We good. She don't count none of that. She don't count none of that. And I feel like when you don't count none of that, it's because you never had the right intentions in the first place. But yeah, it shows on the paperwork, it's the last, and it ain't been updated since. So if somebody out here saying 10K, 10K, if it's not a false statement, then it's something that she told them. Because the paper, and that's what she put her foot in her mouth. Because, ma'am, your paperwork does not state anything about 10K. Your paperwork that you submitted says 6,000 and something. That's what your paperwork says, that your lawyer submitted. So when you told Dawn, "Oh, if they out here saying 10K, it's because they no, you told on yourself right there, baby, because that court paperwork don't say 10K. It's not." Thank you today. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you. It does not. It does not say that, y'all. That child support was paying most of her car note. Listen, the fact that he had to pay that, and then you okay with the first one not paying shit is crazy. It shows that it was all a money thing for me. It was all a money thing, because how can you give, this is where the confusion comes in it, right? And for the ones who say, "Well, y'all supporting a man who don't pay it," no, he was paying it, but we all can see the difference in his livelihood now. We all can see the like how this played out. This man ain't making what he was making. Okay? He ain't making what he was making. But where my confusion comes in at is how does the first baby daddy get so much grace? He got 3 kids with her and he's not on child support. He barely has the kids. Now, the oldest son living with him, but that doesn't account for all the years his presence was non existent, right? Even with RH taking care of her other kids while they were married. This man don't get credit for nothing. And then he's forced to have to pay $1,400 a month. But the other one gets so much grace. And RH only got 1 child with her. That's the crazy part. That $1,400 can handle stuff for all of her kids. For the ones who don't feel like $1,400 is a lot, baby, that's a lot in 1 month for a child. That's a lot. That's very decent. How much do you need for that child a month? Because you know, when you start getting to a certain financial status, you're paying for the lifestyle. Because it don't cost no $1,400 to take care of 1 child a month. You're paying for the lifestyle that you have made them accustomed to. That's why when you see these celebrities paying $5,000 a month for 1 child, $56,000 a month for 1 child, or 2, that you're paying for the lifestyle that you have made them accustomed to. It don't cost no 60 grand a month to take care of no damn child. Like, make it make sense. 1,400 is a lot. That's a nice little chunk of change. That baby ain't in no private school. That baby go to public school, just like her siblings. She ain't in no extracurriculars. Y'all remember she asked her, Mommy, can you put me in ballet? You got some ballet money, girl? You clock in every weekend. Imagine that. Imagine that. The same person that get the $1,400 a month for child support asking her child if she got some ballet money because she clock in every weekend. Child. So that tell you right there, the money wasn't going where it was supposed to initially, right? Initially. And then what make it even worse, you allow your third baby daddy to get on social media and antagonize the man about the child support payment. Send that bread. We want all hundreds. We take Zelle. We take Cash App. We take Venmo. Bro, the fact that people already know that you are financially responsible for the nostrils and your kids. And this fool get on social media and start antagonizing the one baby daddy that you do have that is actually helpful about the child support is crazy. And you allowed it. You allowed it. Because he shouldn't even know your business when it come to your child support. He shouldn't know how much you getting. Y'all not married. That ain't his business. That ain't his business. He shouldn't even know that. That's money for your kids that are not his kids. But everybody don't move like that or think like that. Let me say that. So let me say that. Doc, did you see that? See the post she shared about child support? And I know she wasn't talking about our. No, I told you to send it to me, DJ. Was it you or somebody else said that too? And I'm what post? Send it to my email because it was either you or somebody else in the chat the other day that said the same thing you just said. They said, Pop, did you see the post she shared about child support? And I know she wasn't talking about RH. And I had said I said, send it to me. But I don't know, I don't remember if it was you or another person, but I think it was you because you put the same comment. So I didn't see that. And my source didn't see it either because they would have sent it to me. So I don't know what post you was referring to, but if you got it, send it to me so we can see. Um. Oh, hold on, y'all. Let me play some more. Let me play some more because I do have to get off soon. We might not finish it. Might have to finish this audio tomorrow because it's almost 11 o'clock. Child, the time getting away from me.
There's no damn custody case. Knowing these public records. So I'm going to say I'll pay my child support. I take care of my child when you know you don't pay shit. I haven't received a payment from you.
Bree, newsflash, child support is not public record, my baby. So you pretty much told on yourself. It's not public record. We cannot pay $2.50 to go see how much he owe in child support. That's not public record, baby. Okay? But you can pay $2.50 to see them contempts. And the only reason why I even knew of the amount he was behind, which was last updated at 6,000 something, is because you filed it in your contempt and we were able to pay for your paperwork. Other than that, no, that's not accessible. We cannot see how much he's behind. So you told on yourself in that moment. Let me just put that out there. Ooh, hold up, y'all.
And I don't get on the internet and say nothing. It's public record. It's on documentation. I don't have to get on there and say nothing to drag him. What is that gonna do for me? I just want this shit to end with me. Y'all can continue being messy, but leave me alone. I don't follow her. I don't even fuck about him. And it would be public record if he stopped running to court. He want to keep running to court. Okay, I'm gonna get my word to continue filing his bullshit. And every time he get on there live, they're gonna be able to pull it up in the court records. What is that?
I get that. I just wish it would all end. I just wish all the going back and forth would end because I don't feel like this should even be a topic. You, Robert, Johnell, nobody.
I shouldn't even be an excuse for nobody bullying me because somebody talking about somebody's brother. Like, that's between y'all two, not me. She don't know nothing that's not on documentation right now. You pull up every record that has been filed. Everything she talk about is public knowledge.
No, it's not. And how does she know that? Y'all heard what she just said? This is why, listen, she said everything she talks about is public knowledge, it's on documentation. But you saying that as if you know you give her certain information that could be accessed by other people too. Like, make that make sense. The way she said that, how do you know specifically? She said it with so much specification. Like, how do you know that? Are you watching all of her content to see what she's blogging on? That conversation, the change in her tone, and all of that kind of gave a little guilty to me because it's not public knowledge. The only thing that's public record is their contempt, the divorce decree, stuff like that, right? Where you can pay a couple dollars and be able to see it. Him being behind on child support, the amount, that's not public record. And I know that for a fact. It's not. So, ma'am, yeah. That you kind of told on yourself in that moment, baby. Yeah. Listen, Linda.
Owing over $10,000 is public knowledge through my lawyer. But everything she talk about is on documentation. You can pull it up yourself too. You can go to the county, pay $2.50 and get the whole record. So it's not easy to her nothing.
Pulling up people's stuff. I don't understand why they be doing that.
That's the only way you're going to be able to believe me is if you go pull it up yourself so you can read it yourself and see for yourself that everything she's over there saying is public knowledge, not Brianna feeding her nothing because that's what you use it as an excuse to bully me.
Look how she try to play Dawn. See, Dawn, those little instances is where I wish you would have cut her off and told her by herself. Like, no, don't try to say that like that. That's what made me feel like she was trying to set you up with this phone call. Because it was certain moments where she would say things to victimize herself that could be used against you. That's what made, like how she just said that. She said, you need to go pull up the records pay the $250, whatever, so you can see for yourself and see that I'm not lying. That she's getting this, from the public records, because I feel like you're using this excuse to bully me. That was her victimizing herself. Basically saying, she don't agree with the fact of people, talking about her because RH is still being talked about. But what she fails to realize is everything is connected. Everything is connected. It's even a point where she's gonna say, he's a grown ass man, and I don't feel like because people still talk about him that I should be still talked about. Girl, what? You the one who started all of this. We wouldn't even know any of this if it wouldn't be from you bringing your business out here constantly. So the fact that you think you can just erase yourself from the scenario and let him continue to get drugged is crazy. When you're the reason behind the season. You did it. That's crazy to me. So what Dawn is saying is, as long as they dragging my brother, I'm gonna talk about you because you did this. And she feels like, I don't feel like it's right that you use that excuse to talk about me because your brother is a grown man. Da 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 da. That's crazy. Well, I can say I know on my behalf, I'm not speaking on or doing content on her because other people are speaking on RH. I'm speaking on her because of what she's done, her actions, what she puts out. She's a public figure just like RH. And the fact that she thinks that it's okay or RH can be spoken upon, like she said, I don't feel like I should be spoken on because he spoke on. So if you feel like it's okay for him to be spoken on, why can't you be spoken on? You a public figure too. You a content creator just like him, right? Make it make sense. But that should have been the moment. And I think because they was talking so fast, she was going so fast, throwing that in there. Like she knew what she was doing when she was in that manipulation moment. Like she was throwing it in there and then starting something else, saying something right after that. So Dawn didn't have a chance to speak on it. But she did. Dawn just called out and said, do you feel like that's bullying you though? Like what?
So go look at the public record so you can see all this is public record. Brianna is defeated her nothing. This is all public stuff that her lawyer has filed.
But do you really consider that bullying you?
Yes, I do. Because this shit that happened 2 years ago. Why are we still talking about it?
I mean, and that's the way.
Y'all heard her? In her mind, right? Dawn say, do you really feel like it's bullying you? And she said, yes, because that happened 2 years ago. Everything didn't happen 2 years. It might have happened 2 years ago for you, but a lot of this information wasn't released 2 years ago. That crash out you had on social media back in December wasn't 2 years ago. The subliminals that you constantly posting wasn't 2 years ago, ain't 2 years ago. I don't think she get how this works, y'all. And I'm starting to believe she genuinely don't get the ways of social media. Like, I don't think she playing. I don't think she playing. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. I don't think she genuinely don't get how social media works. You don't get to come and start fires and then just disappear. That to me, that's equivalent to unaliving somebody in the middle of the street in front of thousands of people and then pretending like nothing happened and you not want people to speak on that. You don't get to cause that type of disruption, that type of controversy, and just say, hey, I don't feel like nobody should speak on me no more because I'm not talking about it or because we good now. That's basic. That's really what it is, y'all. I took this man back, so y'all need to shut the hell up. That's what it really is. She want everybody to be on her terms. Because if I could recall, one of the videos she did, she was mad because people wasn't dragging Johnell. She was like, I come out here and I tell my truth and I say this man did this and this and that, and nobody's on his ass about what he did to me. It's Brianna that's in the fight. It's Brianna that gotta take all of the dragging. But then when you take him back, you want people to shut the hell up. It don't work like that. That's not how social media works. You don't get to dictate how people react to your actions. You don't get to do that as a public figure. You don't get to do that. That's not how the game goes.
I feel about that's what I feel about them doing the same thing. If you consider me bullying you, they're bullying everybody else. But that's the thing. That's the thing I'm saying, Brianna. I get what you're saying. And like I said, with you and Robert, y'all both should go live or make a post and tell people to quit speaking on y'all and defending on y'all. And tell them that y'all sick and tired of it. Just like Cora asked Amora to quit talking about her, and she quit because it was affecting the stuff that the baby daddy was taking her back to court for. Like, I don't get it.
I mean, you wasn't always in your good brother graces now. Was you not on three-way calls when we telling people to leave shit alone? Was you not around when I made those lives when you was a moderator?
Well, let me say this, Lauya. Technically that don't really count because you might have been on three-way calls telling people to leave it alone, but those same people also came out here. Well, they didn't come out here, it was exposed via audio that you would publicly get on live streams and say, hey, seesaw, I want this to stop, I want that to stop, blase, blase. But behind the scenes, you were still sending them things and telling them to post and do certain things to people that was speaking on you. So you don't just get to wash your hands free and act like none of these things never happened after the fact. It was your side that exposed you. They made it easy for the bloggers. Your side. Because of the manipulation and the mind effing that you was doing to your people. Them having conversations behind your back because you was playing them all against each other. And they started putting two and two together, piecing the piece together, realizing your true character, and moving accordingly. Some came out and exposed it, some didn't. Some just kept it pushing. And life goes on. But you don't get to just act like none of that happened. Yeah, you might have told a few people, leave this alone, don't do this, don't do that. But it was also people who said you were saying that publicly, but you was moving completely different behind the scenes in conversations with them. Post this for that, post this for me, post that for me. Say this about this person, say this about that person. Make it make sense. So the fact that people still feel like you feeding things, I feel like they have good reason to believe it. If Dawn feel like you feeding stuff to your people over there, she has good reason to believe it because you have a history of it. They already done told on you. They already done told on you. It's not like it's just coming out the wind or coming from the left side. Just out of thin air. It was a pattern. You was in cahoots with these people. You was in groups. RH ain't never did that. He was accused of it, but he didn't do it, and it wasn't no proof behind it either. It was projection. All projection, because that's how you was moving. And that's why you still accusing him of telling people to talk about you and this and that. No, people talking about you because of you. Because of you. I really do believe she thinks that because she deletes what she do on social media, she believes that it didn't happen. Like, I'm starting to believe she really believes that. Because Queen Step just said on the live when the judge allowed them to interrogate each other, Queen Step started asking her, were you not the one who came out here and lied and said your ex-husband was bruising you and this and that for 6 years? This girl said no. She was saying no for everything, as if she did absolutely nothing out here. That is blasphemy. Like, it wouldn't, all the receipts that the bloggers been put out over the past 2 years, ma'am, just your mouth speaks volumes for somebody who's proclaiming themselves to be innocent and delusional as to not knowing what the hell going on. Like, people just talking about you out the blue for no reason. That is crazy to me. All of the receipts and rebuttals came straight from you, the horse's mouth, with the exception of a few others.
Blocking people when I said to leave it, like, how many times do I need to do that? I don't think I need to do that no more.
You do need to do it.
Moving in grace, moving on with my life is what I'm supposed to do. Focusing on these 2 infant babies and my kids is what I'm supposed to do. Not continuing to address Robert.
Notice how she not, y'all. Y'all know one thing. Some might call it nitpicking, but I call it paying attention to detail. Just paying attention to context, paying attention to verbiage, all of that. I look at stuff like that. The fact that she separated the twins from her kids in that statement speaks volumes. Because ain't the twins your kids too? And just because your kids ain't twins, they still your kids, right? Focusing on my twins and my kids. Girl, what? She could have just said kids. We know you got 6 of them. Why separate them? You starting to act like your baby daddy now. Focusing on my twins and my kids. They all your kids. They all your children. All your children. All your children. Like you say. They all the same thing. Kids and children are the same. Granted, you can identify them as twins because they was born the same day, but they still kids, they still children. That was weird to me. See, I took stuff like that I pay attention to, y'all. Y'all know I'm real big on body language, verbiage, all of that. What people say, context, words hold a lot of power when it comes to me. I pay attention to everything. Because I feel like a mofo, if you listen long enough, they will tell you their true intentions, whether it be intentional or non-intentional. And that's a fact. But to say that, focus on my twins and my kids, like, why are you separating them? You could have just said, I need to focus on my kids. And we knew the twins was a part of it. We knew the kids was a part of that. That was weird to me. Real weird. Just like that time when she did that raffle situation and she was saying, oh, I ain't been live in so long. I'm so lucky to go live because I've been so busy and, everything is pulling me different ways. And she said, God first, and then, how she said that, y'all? God first, and then the twins, and then Momo, and then Lala, and then Zaya, and then Josh, and then my dad. And no, she said, then Johnell, and then my dad. Like, what? To me, right, I would never number my kids as if it's priority moving up, right? I would never do that. I would have said, God, my kids, and then so forth. They're equivalent, right? It's supposed to be equal when it comes to the kids. Now, granted, let me say this for the ones in the back, because yes, when you have little babies, they do require a little more of your attention. But it shouldn't be too much more to where your other kids feel neglected.
Robert. When Stephanie attacked me, I don't get on there and say, Robert. I go take Stephanie to court. And when you pull up documentation with Stephanie, I don't say Robert. I say Stephanie is attacking me. I say Harmony is attacking me. I don't make excuses to go and attack Robert because he got these minions, which I know he be on there commenting saying.
There she go, y'all. But this is another thing too. Because she brought up Queen Step and Harmony, and she says attacking me. They're doing content, just like I'm doing content. It's not personal, but she made it personal because she can't handle social media like at all. Because she been moving the same way since the beginning of the saga, trying to do things to the bloggers, trying to take their platforms and inciting her followers. She's been doing that since the beginning of the saga. It ain't just started now. Her behavior has been since the beginning. Green light, go. Report all their pages. I want them gone. She been doing it. So, and the fact that she don't consider that her behavior, her role that she played contributes to the longevity of this saga is crazy. Because you very much played a role, ma'am. You can't play dirty and then think you can just say, hey, I don't want y'all talking about me no more. You can't do that. It don't work like that. Like, it does not. But to say people just attack, like, her wording is crazy. Because when you look at Harmony content, I don't see attacks. I see content. Her doing content on you just like she do content on Pics, just like she do content on the Lit family. Granted, content is done a little more on you because guess what? This is the sector we're in. We're in the La Truth sector. This is what the people want to hear about. And you're a public figure. It's not like you somebody that's unknown with 1,000 followers with with your page private over there on Facebook. You got millions of followers. People know you. People going to talk about you. I just don't get it, y'all. She wants to be able to. She want her old life back. She want the perks of being a influencer with millions of followers, but she don't want what comes with that lifestyle. She just wants the good parts of it, the perks of it, the bag from it. But she can't handle everything else that comes with it. She can't handle people talking about her. It drives her crazy. I bet she can't even sleep at night when it can literally be ignored. You don't have to go looking for that, and you don't have to open up no inboxes with people sending you stuff. Because granted, I could only imagine how many inboxes she getting with all of those followers. I wouldn't be looking at none of that. With all them followers, girl, you definitely gonna disrupt your own peace looking at that type of stuff. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. But I guarantee it's specific people that sending her stuff because she got them sending her stuff. She got them sending her stuff. Because before a message comes through, it has to go through message requests. Don't let it go over your head. Before a message directly comes through, it has to go through message requests. And now the way social media works, you can have it to where people can't just directly message you. So it's ways to avoiding these type of things. The reason why she couldn't get harassment, stalking, TPO on Queen Step is because it's not none of that. You can't just pick and choose how you want to define certain behavior to fit your narrative. It don't work like that. You can't say, oh, she harassed me because you don't like what she's saying about you. That's not harassment. Or because she's doing it Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, right? No. Those definitions of those words mean exactly what they mean. You can't try to configure it to fit you because you don't like what people saying. It don't work like that. It does not work like that. And that's why that TPO didn't stick, because it's a big difference between real court and court of public opinion. A real judge gonna see through the foolishness. It's only the people on social media that get bamboozled. because they move off of emotions. Real people move off of emotions. When you go to court, they can't move off of their emotions. They have a job to do. You got to come with the receipts, the evidence, the facts. Tears ain't gonna help you in court, and your titties won't either. Okay, or them cheek sides. None of that is going to help you in court. Now the bailiff might take a little peeky peek, but the judge ain't going for it. The judge ain't going for it, baby. Listen, hold up, y'all. Ooh, y'all. You see, I finna get off of here. Y'all know I do not be on no live for no 3 hours. I need to pee so bad. It still got a little piece left to that audio. I'm starting to get a headache from looking at this screen. This how you know I don't never be on here this long. I do this for y'all. I really do this for y'all. The problem is that she's messing it up at Harmony. Messing up her and Knocknee's relationship. Who is Knocknee? She a public figure who she thinks is a celebrity with the solution. Exactly. She need a peace class on content. Child, Pics don't care about nothing nobody see. I ain't gonna lie, she do, but Pics do fire back. Like she gonna post something, and if she comments, she reacts to what she wants. You have to control social media. Once you let it control you, you ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna make it. And that comes from somebody who says herself, you gotta have thick skin to be on social media. That's crazy. I'm trying, y'all. Okay, I'm trying. I'm gonna try to finish it. How much we got left? Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. Y'all better help me reach my goal too.
Too.
You hear no 3 hours on no internet, baby. Okay? And I need a pee bag. Make sure y'all support my goal and make sure that like button is like.
And use it as an excuse to go and attack him. I don't. So that's not fair that y'all keep saying, well, they'll take him, so I'm taking him. But we all know why Stephanie and Harmony and all these people came out on me, and we all know that Robert did their comments on their lives.
There she go, y'all.
But I don't use that as no excuse to get on the internet and keep talking.
Well, I mean, to keep it above, I don't gotta discuss.
She said the reason why Stephanie and Harmony and all those other people, meaning us, right, do content on her is because of Robert being in people's comments. When the last time y'all seen the truth in somebody's comments? Over here, matter of fact. When was the last time y'all seen RH come in my comments? The crazy part is she didn't been on her people's panels. She be on the phone with them. All of that. It's projection. That's what it is because she do that. She do that. So to say that Stephanie, Harmony, Lupac, whoever is doing content on you because of him is crazy. Girl, ain't nobody starstruck. That's what she making it seem like. Oh, because he go in chats, people gonna keep talking. Girl, bye. That ain't bringing no bag. We are real content creators and bloggers. We get paid through Google AdSense and YouTube. Like somebody just wasting their time. It's content. I just don't get it. Like she makes it personal though. Okay.
I can respect what you're asking, Brianna, and I can respect that and not talk about you. I mean, because honestly, I haven't even really been out there like that. So I don't gotta talk about you because the thing of it is the most important person is Momo. And like when she's with Robert, it's hard for her to even tell me, hey, because she told me that basically you didn't want her talking to me. And that pretty much that hurt my feelings like a motherfucker.
Has mommy ever told you not to talk to anybody when you were with your dad?
Yep. 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 And Momo called it out too. Shout out to Momo. And let me say this. Let me tell y'all how I know she told her that, right? Because you on the phone with Dawn. Dawn literally just said, let me help y'all out. Let me show you how Pop analyze. She's on the phone with Dawn. She ain't on the phone with nobody else. She ain't on the phone this season. She ain't on the phone with Dawn and Tina. She's on the phone with Dawn. Dawn specifically said when Momo with her daddy, she said that you told her not to talk to me. You know what she said? Amora, Momo, when you're with your dad, has mommy ever told you not to talk to anyone? Who is anyone? You talking to a 5-year-old, a 6-year-old now. You on the phone with Dawn. That you could, y'all, pay attention to how just pay attention. The fact that she said anyone knew it would throw that child off. Because she's 6 years old. She knew that would throw off. Why wasn't she specific? Dawn is the one who said it. She could have said, has mommy ever told you not to talk to Auntie Dawn? She said, when you with your dad, has mommy told you not to talk to anyone? That's what made me know that she did say that. That's what made me know. Because she felt like her saying it like that would throw that baby off. But Momo is smart. And that's why Momo said, yeah, Miss Season. Listen. Her child smarter than her. Thank you, Miss Shalene. Thank you, Park. Love you. I love you right back, my girl. I appreciate you. That little girl is very smart. She's very smart. And she did not lie. She was like, yeah. And then she said, who? You know who you told her not to talk to. Dawn, Miss Season. I could only imagine who else. I wouldn't be surprised if she didn't say, don't talk to no female your daddy bring you around. I don't care who it is. Like, don't talk to him. The fact that you even telling your child to not talk to people in her dad's presence is crazy. And that's manipulation. That's manipulation. Because I'm pretty sure if RH was over there telling her not to talk to Johnell, you would have said it. She would have put it on the internet. Because she could say she's real good at throwing subliminals out there without saying his name. He over there telling my child not to talk to Johnell. Just to give people something to say. But you telling her, don't talk to Miss Season. Don't talk to Auntie Dawn. Think about it, y'all. And not just the fact that she wasn't specific with saying it. Why wouldn't she say that? If her and Dawn fell out and messages got exposed, why wouldn't she say that? Why wouldn't she say that? Think about it. But to pretend like you didn't say it and then your child tell on you is crazy. That's the crazy part. Like, your child told on you. Yep, her middle name is DS Island. Momo middle name is LaTrue. Just like her daddy. That's how much you know she wanted that baby. You had to give her that name too. It sure did backfire, sis. It backfired on her. God don't bless no mess. That baby told on you. And the parents that do this need to stop doing that because that's confusion for your child. And that's why I said when at the end of the call, when Momo kept saying, I don't know, that's because her mama got her confused because she knows that her mama told her not to talk to Auntie Dawn. That's why she started talking like that. She know what time it is.
Here, Miss Season. Oh, okay.
Now she told me that she couldn't talk to me because that's what you told her.
That's what she told her. That baby ain't lying.
Well, she just told me Miss Season.
Look.
Now ask Momo, did she not tell me that?
Momo, did you tell Dawn and Mommy said you can't talk to her?
Watch what she say, y'all.
Hmm? So when did Mommy say that?
When did Mom say it? Watch what she say.
I can't hear you. Speak up, girl. Because mommy never said it.
No, she don't want to speak up. Remember, she say, "Speak up, girl." She don't want to speak up because you put on the spot. She's confused. Imagine how confusing that is for a 6-year-old to be put on the spot. That's gaslighting. That's manipulation because in private you told your child not to talk to her auntie, and now she's put on the spot between her mama and her auntie, and she don't know what to do in that moment. She don't know if she's supposed to still lie or tell the truth. You don't do that to your child. And the fact you try to chalk it up to when she said, Mama said you did tell me that. And then she said, well, when did mommy tell you that? And Momo said, I don't know. And she said, well, you don't know because I didn't tell you that. No, she don't know because she probably don't remember. You want her to be specific? A 6-year-old? Just because she don't remember when you told it to her, don't mean you didn't tell it to her. The fact that she tried to chunk it up to, you don't remember because mommy didn't tell you that. I guarantee you she probably don't remember when you told her not to talk to Miss Season either. Because she's 6, ma'am. 6 years old. They ain't that specific. That baby's smart, but they ain't that specific now. You can come across an adult that's probably gonna forget a date too. You really expected a 6-year-old to say specifically when you told her that? Like, I'm so weak. Poor child. Listen. But that baby is smart, and shout out to her daddy because she got that honesty gene from her daddy. Because y'all know one thing, even Laonia herself said she ain't never met a man as honest as the truth. She said that herself. She's never met a man, he's brutally honest. Right? So she got that from her daddy. That's why she was willing to say what it was in front of her mama. You told me that. Like, yeah, you told me that. I guess she thought because she probably didn't got, but that to me shows that she's used to making her children lie for her. She's used to making, and that's sad. That's sad. Just like that video I posted where she was saying, I don't be raising my voice. It's like that video when I was waking y'all up and people in the comments like, you're not this quiet, you're not this calm. And I'm like, what, how y'all want me to be? Like, Lauren, get it? Girl. And then in another video, go to bed. That was you. That was you. Make that make sense. I can't stand those kind of parents that will make their kids lie because it's confusion, especially when they have to be trained into adulthood. They have to be trained the basics of life. Like if you, bruh, the fact that you would teach your child how to lie as a child is crazy. I tell mine, go to the truth first. Always. Always. Pam could tell you that. She's 7. I tell her, go to the truth first. Never go to the lie first. The only time you go to a lie is when you're trying to save your life. Other than that, go to the truth first. Under any and every circumstance. Unless it's life threatening. And you have to lie to save your life. That's how I'm coming. Because that's the right way to do it. You don't want your kids growing up thinking it's okay to lie about everything. That's not cool. And then teaching them that habit is even crazier. You won't get no blessings from that. Deceptiveness, especially if you really a believer, if you are God-fearing. Claiming to be God-fearing but teaching your kids how to lie is crazy.
Come on.
Yeah, so that's what I figured. I was like, I didn't know if maybe you was like, talking in front of her or what, because we all know Momo is very smart. But I just told Momo, I was like, well, I love you regardless of what.
She wasn't just talking in front of her, Dawn. Don't give her no excuse. She told that child not to talk to you. Point blank and the period. and that baby said it on the phone in front of her. You told me that. She said it in front of her mama. That's all the proof you need. Why would she lie on her mama? She, Dawn, you never did that baby nothing. She had no reason to just start disliking Auntie Dawn, who used to babysit her. Come on now. She knows she told that to that child. Why would you even put her through that little mental anguish right there? Like, that's crazy. If you know you told that to your child, take your lick. Big bad wolf. I wish I would cower up over the phone. Yeah, I told her that. I told her that because you came out here and we wasn't on good terms. You did what you did. And I told my child, don't talk to you. Point blank in the period. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? But to involve your child in that scenario when you could have just owned up to it is crazy. It shows how you really don't take accountability for real. You don't take accountability for real because you had no reason not to own up to it. I would have been on some, yeah, I told her that. Because look what you did. I felt away. I felt away about how, we stopped clacking and it is what it is. Now, moving forward, if we on some grown woman ish, then yeah, she could start back talking to you. I have no problem with that. If we moving forward in love and light. But if we gonna end this conversation on some non-resolve, then no. Simple as that. Child, she even willing to throw her cheering under the bus. You know that's bad business. Not the babies. Yeah, you throw your own cheering under the bus to get out of a situation. That's crazy.
What's going on with your daddy and your mama? I was like, but I'm not going to harm Momo. I would never put any of your kids in harm's way. And I was wrong for, coming for you because they came for me. But I was mad. I felt like you should have told them to leave me alone, which you can't tell people what to do. But I just felt like, at least if you were saying it, then I can't hold nothing against you. But true indeed, you can't tell people what to do just like I can't. But I can control what I do because I'm only responsible for myself. So going forward.
And I get that. And let me say why, y'all. I get what Dawn is saying. When she said, I know that you can't tell people what to do, but Dawn is basically telling her, I would have felt better if you would have just came out and said, hey, leave Dawn alone. Like, she ain't bothering nobody. We cool. Y'all leave her alone. Don't go on her page. That's just to show that I'm not telling them what to do. I'm not telling them to attack you. I actually tried. And that's what Dawn is saying. She wanted her to put forth some type of effort to stop it. That's it. And she recognized that, hey, I know that you can't tell people what to do for real. These are grown people. But just show me that you willing to at least try. That's what she meant by that. And on the other part, when she said I was wrong for coming at you because they was attacking me, if that's the case, y'all both was wrong. Because your way of trying to stop it is by putting y'all messages out showing, but it's what came from the messages, right? It helped to vindicate your brother, but also you can't forget, Dawn, that she was the first one to do it to you, which is what I showcased 2 days ago on my live. She threw you under the bus with text messages long before you did it to her. She threw you under the bus first. And y'all was on good terms. That's the crazy part. Dawn was staying at her house, going there at different times, helping her with them cheering, visiting with the children, and babysitting and all of these different things. And she went on live and threw Dawn under the bus. Just to be on some get back type ish at her brother. And if you was cool with Dawn for genuine reasons, like you expected her to be cool with you, you would have never did that. She was never accountable for that. But they want Dawn to be accountable or villainize Dawn for putting their messages out after the fact when she did it to Dawn first. Let's talk about that first. Let's go in order. We're going to call out the BS, right? You can't ignore the fact that she did it first and then skip over and villainize Dawn. That's not cool. Because Dawn could use that as her excuse now. You did it to me first. So if you're going to say I'm wrong, you wrong too. Period. She did it to her first. With no remorse. And threw extra jabs in there. Just the fact of her saying, to his sister Dawn, you know how much I love you, and I realized, basically saying, I know you're gonna be cool with this because you hate your siblings too. Girl, what? I know how much they get on your nerve. I know. She said, I know you because you cut them off. You cut them off and da 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 da. Why would you say that? That's a conversation that wasn't even in the messages. How we know Dawn even said that for real? So that just shows that she will throw people under the bus to make herself look better. So to say Dawn put their messages out to bully and harass her when you did it to her first while y'all was cool, it's crazy.
I don't gotta mention you because I mean it's pointless. I wish, like I told them, I wish they quit talking about you.
Yeah, but they're not gonna keep stop talking about me when your brother is hanging out with these folks and getting on phone calls with these folks. It's never gonna stop. That's why I told more about her business. I went on about my damn business and left it the hell alone because it was gonna never be a never ending.
Who is all right, y'all? She says they're not gonna stop talking about me as long as your brother is hanging out with these folks, getting on phone calls with these folks. I've never done any of that. Harmony has never done any of that. So I'm confused. I'm real confused. See, what she likes to do is manipulate truth, right? She'll take a scenario. See, by her saying hanging out with them, getting on the phone with them, she's looking at Amber's birthday party in Atlanta, right? She's looking at that. And the fact that RH was around content creators and bloggers at that party, and she's putting it on everybody as a whole. When in all actuality, at least 98% of the people that was in attendance don't even talk about the saga anymore. But that's what she does. Manipulate truth. Which turns it into a lie. Let's not pretend like the bloggers is hanging out with RH in Atlanta or on the phone with him like bestie. Why? Why do that? You taking that and making it seem like that's why bloggers talking about you. If that's what you need to do to make yourself feel better, it's crazy. But I can guarantee you that people are speaking on you because of you and your actions and the role you play in this saga. That's what it has everything to do with.
Michael. And after ending the situation with her, she still continued to do what Dawn wants to do. I have no control over what that grown lady does. But I just feel like me and my family should not be attacked because your brother is being attacked. He's grown up to do things himself. And they can go back with them and their family. They got family members. I don't understand why I gotta be attacked. Johnell not saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing. My kid's not saying nothing.
Y'all heard? Notice how she mentioned Johnell before she even mentioned her kids. She said, I'm not saying nothing. Johnell not saying nothing. My kids, girl. She act, and this is why I say she has made this personal. This is not a beef. Us doing content on you is not a beef. It's not a war. It's us doing content on you. But because it doesn't paint you in the light that you want it to paint you in, that's why you taking it personal. But everybody does not agree with you and your tactics, the way you move, the way you influence. Everybody don't agree with it. Everybody won't agree with it. Moving forward, that's life, and it's a part of the internet game. That's it. That's all. Like I don't understand, y'all. She's making it seem like the bloggers have a personal beef with her because they're still doing content on her. That's not what it is. She just removed her actions completely out the scenario and victimized herself. Crazy work, child.
I don't understand why we being attacked and thrown in the fire over something that your brother keeps taking me to court as public record and they can pull up the link. We don't got to do nothing in the court. What are we going to court for? Because you want full custody of Lamar. So what?
I get that, but
that was another red flag. But even back to her bringing up Johnell, like, girl, people gonna do content on Johnell. You didn't put too much out here about him for people not to do content. You put the bad taste in people's mouths when it comes to Johnell. You did. Well, I ain't gonna just put it all on her. He did also when he started antagonizing RH. See, he knew he didn't want. The crazy part is Johnell knew he didn't want this internet stuff. He knew he didn't want the negativity side of it because as an actor, once you have a certain look in the media, it can affect the jobs you get moving forward, right? So for him to come out here and start a beef with her baby daddy, her ex-husband, is crazy. And people been on his ass ever since. Because you can't do that. He threw himself in a situation that he should not have. And it grew legs, basically. It grew legs. And then to top off, the fact that RH was framed with his abuse and he said nothing. He act like it was RH's abuse is even crazier. Shows that he was even willing to let an innocent man go down for something he did. And they wonder why they getting karma. What if that man would have got arrested for that? None of them would have said nothing. That's the crazy part. I pay attention to stuff like that because I feel like if you will do something like that, baby, you will definitely be accessory to unalive. If it's somebody that you love, ain't no way. But that's what that call really was about, if we're keeping it a buck. Because mind you, if y'all paying attention, everything, all the subliminals back and forth was going on and all of that around this call, right? Then she just randomly called Dawn on some woman to woman type ish. She had to start staying back to her house and all of that. So I feel like the call was really because Johnell probably was cutting up on some, well, damn, what all you done sent her? How much did you send her about our situation? And how much of a good look it's not with those messages when it comes to him. I feel like that call was more so about him and her trying to get Dawn to stop releasing messages on his account. On his account. Because he probably was cutting up behind it and was wanting to leave her behind it. You never know. That's just my opinion. All right.
like I say, going forward, I don't gotta mention you. I can leave you well enough alone. I just want to be able to, talk to Momo when she is with Robert, because I love talking to Momo. I mean, we talked all the time, so I felt like.
No problem with you talking to Momo. I just don't want to be my kids being mentioned and dragged, me being dragged, Johnell being mentioned. It just seems like it's just a never-ending cycle. Because they all gonna turn to you. You're Robert's sister, so they all gonna keep coming to you saying, "What else you got? What else you got? What else you got? Oh, she must got something new." Like it's like I'm like this. Like I want all this shit to be dead. I've been saying this from day one that I want this shit to be dead. Nobody's learned support on what you're doing on YouTube and Facebook and what you did against Robert. But Robert apparently is willing to pour every 2 seconds when my baby daddy posts something to defend himself when I'm posting my kids. But I don't do that to
That's a lie. She said nobody going to the courts every 2 seconds but Robert. And she said Robert's going to the courts every time her baby daddy posts something with the kids. No. The only time Sleepy was included in, nope, twice. Sleepy was included twice in the contempt. And it was because it involved RH's daughter, his child. Not because he said something about his kids with you. Because if y'all remember, I broke it. Well, I did it in members only. But the first time Sleepy was even mentioned in the contempt, and it wasn't technically a mention, it was a post that she made. A post that she made. Sleepy's name was in the post, but it was what she was saying in the post that got her to contempt, right? The second time is when Sleepy posted directing a post to RH about the passport situation. That's how he got put in that contempt. So don't try to make it seem like RH watching what your baby daddy doing and he just throwing contempts or going to put contempts on him because he posting your kids. See, that's how quick she'll lie, right? And if I was Dawn, I'd have called that out too. Because that's what we not finna do. RH ain't over there messing with Sleepy. Sleepy messing with him. If you go down Sleepy's page, RH is posted all over it. It's not the other way around. You won't find out one post on RH page with Sleepy face on it. You might see a reaction or him subliminally reacting to it, but the smoke is coming from your first baby daddy, baby. Not the other way around. RH has no reason to have smoke with that man. When he was the one, the envy can more so come from your first baby daddy because he missed out on very, very precious years of your kids' upbringing. So RH has no reason to have animosity or smoke with your first baby daddy unless he bringing it to him. Other than that, no.
Answers for the same mistake. If I'm not bothering y'all, please leave me and mine alone. That's it.
I mean, I can respect that. I ain't gotta mention you. And I ain't gotta talk down on your kids either. I can respect that.
Hello.
Momo,
Hi.
what you doing? Don't be on here acting like you 2 years old, like you a baby.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it right there, y'all, because child, we've been on here almost 4 hours. Child. But on that part, it's just Momo and Dawn talking, and Dawn just basically, telling her she loving this and that, and asking her questions, and Momo just like, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. She just kept saying the same thing over and over, and that to me showed that it was a moment of confusion. Like she didn't know what she could say because of her mom. And you know what it made me think about too? RH had a very similar moment with his child early on in the saga. If y'all remember, she kept saying, I don't know over and over again. And it shows a pattern because grown-ups are speaking in front of her about people that she's supposed to love. That can cause a lot of confusion with a child. And that's why she kept saying, I don't know, instead of actually talking and have a conversation with her auntie, because all she's remembering is when her mama told her she couldn't talk to Dawn. Period. That's why she was doing that. That's why she was doing it. But anyways, y'all, I love y'all. Thank y'all for rocking out with me. Y'all, we've been on here almost 4 hours. I hope y'all enjoyed this one because I can't do it again, child. I can't do it again. My eyes is hurting. My head is hurting. I need a pee. I'm tired. I gotta be up for 6 o'clock in the morning with my son. We'll bring him to driver's ed. Oh Lord, I'm about to go to bed. But I love y'all. I'll be back tomorrow. Y'all don't know exact time yet. Y'all know how I do. It just depends on what come about. We'll see what happens. Thank y'all so much for rocking out with the whole live because we've been a consistent 500 people here for the entire live, child. So big shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for supporting my goal. Thank y'all for making the likes like and not let. Period. Thank you for staying with us, Fox. Anytime. I won't do it this much time to move, but I'll be back though. We can't go this long. Or if it's different if somebody else on the panel, we having dialogue back and forth, or we reviewing something like that. But ooh, child, I'm feeling every bit of that 3.5 hours. I can tell you that. But anyways, bye y'all. I love y'all, and I will see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, you tuned in to Lou Pac, baby. She don't follow trends, she follow facts. Receipts ready, energy heavy. Let's go, let's go.
L-U-P-A-C, baby don't play, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-E-N-T, bring in truth to the streets.
Go. She don't do drama, she drop data. Scroll the page now or later. You'll see lies get exposed and the fake get froze like refrigerators. Name ring bells like second line. Speak real, no need to lie. She from the south with a strong surviving. Snakes don't make it out alive.
L-U-P-A-C, ain't no faking on the screen. Call a judge, call a jury, she deliver with that heat. You won't clap, but she got truth. No sugar in her speech. Independent, bold and real, this Lou Pac, baby. Capiche?
They scrolling, she exposing. They trolling, she compose. See, Lou Pac don't just react, she decode what's not disclosed. From screenshots to timelines, receipts in real time. You playing checkers, she playing chess. Every move defined, got that hustle in her bones. No cosign built to own. Views go up when she speak up. This platform here a throne.
L-U-P-A-C, baby don't bend, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-D-N-T, bring in truth to the streets. L-U-A-C, baby don't bend. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown. L-U-A-C, baby don't be. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown.
This ain't gossip, this ain't rumors. This is real talk, backed by real proof. Welcome to Lou Pac, baby, where every video got purpose.